and you're the bird. You are the champion. Oh, oh, oh. Adda, 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 oh, oh. Adda, Adda, Premier League.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future. In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
And welcome to Century Fields 1 here in Fuquay Arena, North Carolina. Adda Premier League. This is day 2 of the Adda Premier League, and we're in match 4. We have the Kings taking on the Tornadoes here today. Umpires are Alvin and Sudesh. I'm your commentator, Amal Patel. And the Kings, they have their 11. They're coming red hot off of a big win yesterday. The Tornadoes, defending champs, they're coming into their first game of year 2 of the Adda Premier League here in 2021. The Kings, remember, they went to the finals, took on Tornadoes when they were thrashed, so this is going to be a rematch of the finals matchup from last year. And a lot of people have this as a finals matchup that we could see once again. We'll give you the playing 11s here. First up, the Kings have won the toss and they elected to bowl first. Their side reads as follows. Abhiram Bolasetti, Harun Boric, Kirk Thompson, Kunal Sehgal, Nikhil Arvind Goyat, Rohan Phadke, Ryan Wiggins, Siva Kumar, Swapnil Gupta, and Rohan Gosala. Their fielding sub is Anand Gautam, and Jayaprakash Moses is their batting super sub. And then we look at the Tornadoes making their debut. We have Vikram Ravikumar, Aditya Gupta, Viraj Patel, Jameen Patel, Zain Asif, Rupesh Rath, Gangama Prabhu, Aris Khan, Stephen Edward, Mustafa, and Marth Mohan. You have your super sub is Vinay Ball, and Vivek Umbala is a fielding sub for them as well. Remember, the Kings won the toss and they elected to bowl first. They had a match yesterday here at CF1 where they went into chase and they did win chasing. They were led by Nilesh Patel, however, who came down the order but was able to win the match. He is not in the 11 today, along with Bharat, who did not make the 11 today as well. So they've elected to go with the likes of Nikhil and Golkar. He is going to make his debut for the Kings, for the Kings. And Rohan Gosala will get his first seat for the Kings. We see the players and the umpires starting to walk onto the field. Again, the Kings will come in to bowl first. Nilesh Patel did open the bowling for them alongside Abhiram Bolasetti, so it'll be interesting to see who they go with. They brought in Rohan Phadke for first change bowling, so we'll see if they go with him in the opening. Again, for the Tornadoes, they have a lot of turnover from last year. Not a lot of guys who were on this team from previous year. Of course, you have Vikram Ravikumar, Ravi Teja was one of their retentions, and Stephen Edward, of course. So my guess would be Stephen Edward and Vikram Ravikumar, who probably come out to bat together. But again, not a lot of turnover. It'd be interesting to see how they put themselves together. The Kings, they feel very comfortable. Felt like everyone understood their assignment and they understood what to do. Again, now you're going to figure out who's going to be your other opening bowler. We know Abhiram's one of them. Who is going to be the other? Do they go with the likes of Siva? Again, he opened for the Morrisville Cardinals, and I think that would be a pretty obvious answer there. He is dealing with a couple of injuries going into this year. They didn't use him yesterday. Maybe they're going to go ahead and use him today. Going to be an obvious answer. It looks like it is going to be Siva coming in to open the bowling alongside what it looks to be Abhiram Bolasetti. And with the bat, Vikram Ravikumar making his way to the striker side. On the non-striker side, it looks like it's going to be Munna Hussain. New opening for the Tornadoes. For the Kings, also new opening. Siva Kumar not taking his full run up again. I think he's still dealing with some sort of an injury, but they know he's a tremendous bowler. We saw with the Morrisville Cardinals all year long. He was in the top 10 in the wickets in the minor league in the Eastern Division, the Atlantic Division, to be more precise. So we know he can bowl. I got to see him up close and personal, and we know he can. So here comes the first delivery. Vikram Ravikumar gets that one through covers, beautifully taking advantage of the power play, the quick outfield. It could run away for 4. Look like it's just going to slow up, and Vicky wants to push for 3. Munna says no. The field, there is a deep third man and a deep square leg. That's the field that we see Siva come out with, but he went kind of full and wide, so that's going to be just easy for Vicky. He does like to use that cover boundary early. Just a shorter run up for Siva. I think it's going to take just a little bit of time to get used to it again. He's just walking in a couple steps. He's quick. He gets it to move both ways. Kind of gets that angle in to nip out. So he can do a lot with the ball. And you saw it there. Vicky has to leave that one alone. Again, movement on offer. It is a much warmer day today than it was yesterday. Today we were all in jackets, had a lot of jackets on, and we were all freezing. We didn't bring enough layers today. I think all of us brought some extra jackets, but the sun has elected to join us, maybe just a couple clouds in the sky. So it's a beautiful autumn day here in North Carolina. Vicky goes over the top. Fielders are circling underneath it. Could be taken, and it is! And there you go, Siva Kumar strikes, taking the opener. Taking the captain, Vikram Ravikumar has to walk back. It was a simple catch in mid-on. It was in the air for a while. He got underneath it and made no mistake. It looks like it was Kunal Sehgal who took the catch. He made it look easy. And the Tornadoes, they're one down with just 2 runs on the board. So a perfect start for the Kings. That's why they set themselves into bowl first. What a catch by the umpire there. You saw one-handed. Telling Gunnar, you're not the only one who can make some of these tough catches. So again, an ideal start for the Kings, an ideal start for Siva. Not a man who's low on confidence, but to get this kind of shortened run up and this little adjustment period for him, I think it gives you a lot of confidence. So we'll see who the Tornadoes send out again. Maybe the likes of Steven Edwards to take advantage of a power play. Munda is a very aggressive batsman as well, so maybe they want to go with someone who can rotate around. And it looks like it's going to be Rupesh Raut coming into bat. So see again, a lot of turnover for the Tornadoes. They got to figure out what their combinations are. They had a lot of meetings about how to pick their side, as all the teams have, but things don't always go to plan. Again, movement right on offer. You saw that one carry to Nikhil in the back. Gunal Sego had the gloves on yesterday. He was keeping for the Kings. This time, traditional wicketkeeper Nikhil Ankolka has the gloves on, and you could see that one almost took his hands off. So Siva getting good pace even with the couple of steps he's taking. Again, big swing once again. He's bowling tight. He's making the batsman work for it. He's taking the big wicket. Again, the field is unchanged. He's daring the batsman to hit through covers, maybe bringing in his first slip. He also does have a fine leg. And that one been hit through mid-wicket. Munda says no again, very quick onto the bat, hit high onto the bat. And it was a brilliant first over from the Kings there, 2 for the loss of 1. Now the Tornadoes after 1. And again, we knew one side of the opening equation. It was going to be Abhiram Bolasetti. He's going to be continuing to open. Struggled early yesterday, but found rhythm. Took a couple of wickets, had a catch dropped in his first over as well. We'll see if he gets off to a better start today. And he's been some good form with the ball. He's found some rhythm. He's worked on his run-up in action a lot over the past couple of months. Again, the field is still unchanged. You still have that deep, wide third man, and you have a deep backwards square leg. So they're keeping the field as is. It seems like the Kings have come in with the plan. It seems like they want to bowl stump to stump and have some protection in for those thick outside edges. Remember on CF1, if it gets behind the keeper, it's gone for 4 unless you have a fielder out there. And even if you do, you still don't know. So they're going to dare the batsman to hit straight back over the top. Abraham pushes mid off just a little bit wider, maybe to plug some of that extra cover stuff we saw Vicky take advantage of in the first over before he was undone. So in comes Abhiram. Look at that one. Once again, just right on the bun from it. He's keeping it very tight and is making the batsman try to fetch around it. He could just go around Rupesh, try to go inside out on it, and explode through covers. And again, they're just saying, hit me through covers, hit me through there. Try to take it over the top. They want that thick outside edge to first slip. They do have a short cover in play. That time down the leg side, fine leg is there. He's done well to stop that one initially, but it's still running away. And he does save the 4. That time Abhiram just trailing down the leg side. Again, that's why they have that short, fine leg inside within the power play restrictions. They want to make sure they utilize everything they can, but you also know that Abhiram Bolasetti, a lot of pace, alongside Sivakumar, a lot of pace. If anything starts to drift down on this type of ground, it's going to run away. So good effort there by Rohan Gosala. And this is a rematch of the finals from last year. The Kings extra incentive for them to want to win. This one hit through mid-wicket. No run. Again, the Kings are just trying to keep it tight in this power play. Teams who walk away in the power play usually walk away winning the match. They want to take early wickets. They did it yesterday. They took 1 already. Can they continue to do so? Again, pace on offer, pace and bounce. Bish wasn't even halfway through the shot before that ball had passed through him. And the Kings, they feel very professional right now. They just feel like they're in here to do a job. Have great leadership from Ryan Wiggins. Of course, Abiram Bolaseti, the captain last year. Coming in, he's played a lot of cricket in the minor leagues. This one is played through that square leg region. He slowed it down. He's hit out to Rohan Futke. Again, the plan seems to be to bowl on the stumps, let them swing around, let them try to make something happen. And both the openers right now bowling to the field, bowling to the plan. That's all you can ask your opening bowlers to do. Both the openers playing for the Morrisville Cardinals. Siva, of course, opened every game for the Morrisville Cardinals. Abiram had a couple opening experiences. How about that delivery there? Pace and nipping on offer. And there you go. You end the second over 5 for the loss of 1. 6. Oh. And we're getting word here, we're looking at the rosters, and as this ball is delivered by a Cardinals player, Siva Kumar, run down to third man. It come to my attention, we have 6 Cardinals players on the Kings roster today. So over half of the team have laid for the Morrisville Cardinals. So when you talk about in the auction, which team got a lot of the stars, you'd have to look at the Kings straight away. Of course, a lot of retentions, and Abiram Bolaseti, Kunal Sehgal, of course, Rohan Futke, as this one is played through mid-wicket. But Rohan Futke quick enough in the outfield to make sure that one doesn't go away for 4. Little bobble there, didn't cost him anything. Again, those players are turning for the Kings, but then you look at the new guys for the Kings, they made sure that marquee was Ryan Wiggins. Kurt Thompson was a man they went out and purchased. So plenty of talent around this team. Siva once again, it's hit straight back. That's a lovely shot there from Munna. They're daring him to play straight, and Munna does. He kindly obliges, and he kindly gets a 4. So there comes the first boundary. Oh, excuse me, that was Rupesh who hit the shot. Munna got the single. Rupesh gets the 4. Beautifully played over the top, straight back. This time straight back, and once again, this time over covers. It's not going to be enough for 4. It was a thick outside edge. They're pushing 2. Little fumble in the field, going to allow the 2 to occur. Again, it's a little bit difficult to field here. Century Fields 1. It's a little bit uneven. A lot of hard work has gone into making the grounds what they are. This one's hit straight up into the air. It's going to fall safely. It looked like the fielder, fine leg Rohan Gosala, really couldn't spot it. He reacted only after delivery. It probably hit the ground. It was hands over his eyes. Again, no clouds in the sky today. It's all sun, blue skies. But you can see the intent from Rupesh. He's going to play those shots. He's lifted 1 straight back over the top on 3 consecutive deliveries, looking to lift them over the infield, trying to make use of this power play. For the Tornadoes, be interesting. Again, this is their first game today. While the Kings have had a day to play, they've kind of had some of the same players on their roster. They kind of know what their role is, and they have time to experiment, again, with the game yesterday. Today, for the Tornadoes' first game, a lot of turnover. Can they find ways to utilize their team to the best? Can they find a way to make the combinations work? Let's see how they do in their first match. Siva went for the Yorker delivery there. It's just played out to covers. Again, Kings not giving them any room to work with. 14 for the loss of 1 after 3 now are the Tornadoes. So they're trying to rebuild a little bit. And still plenty of wickets in their hands. They did lose their captain. They still got plenty of wickets. Abiram Bolasati coming back in for his second over. So Abiram Bolasati in to Rupesh Barat. Again, fields remains unchanged. Abiram running in, maybe missed a step, heard some noise, maybe said I'm gonna back off. So here we go, Abiram Bolasati coming in, fires it hard and hits Rupesh in the leg. That one might have been taking some pace off of the delivery, felt like. And for those of you wondering, wasn't there supposed to be 2 games today? Yes, that game is moved to later on in the season. So we just have the 1 game today. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We know there's a lot of cricket on display today, including the World T20, where India is taking on New Zealand as we speak. Abiram Bolasati coming back in. Goes full, and it's hit over the top, over point. And it's going to be 4 runs there, just a tad bit too wide that time from Abiram. And easy pickings for Rupesh. Again, he's coming here to be aggressive and lift it over the top of the infield, and he's making use of this power play. Again, what these guys have been doing so well, the Kings, they were keeping it in the line of the batsman, keeping it tight, not letting them swing their arms through. Skipper Ryan Wiggins wants to have a word with his bowler. Just having a quick conversation about, okay, well, do you want to change the field, or are you going to go back to the other line? And I think Abiram says, don't change it. We're going to go back to that line. We're going to find it. Again, Abiram, he's a guy with a lot of confidence here. He trusts his abilities to hit the plans that you set for him. That time still getting a little bit too wide and a little bit too easy. Just had to throw his hands at it. Just gloriously hit over point for 4. So Rupesh starting to get it going now. 2 boundaries to his name. How does Abiram respond? He responds with a quicker delivery. Rupesh wants a wide. It wasn't given by the umpire. Rupesh kind of disappointed in that one. But again, we see this a lot of times with pace bowlers. Once they get hit, they try to add a little bit of extra pace, try to get through the ball a little bit quicker. Abiram definitely doing it at that time. And there is still some nip on offer, so both bowlers can take advantage of it. We'll see if they give Siva a 3rd, but Abiram has to worry about a 2nd. He goes for the bouncer. He's gone wide, and it's going to be 4. You know, I'm just trying to do a little bit too much, trying to get too much pace on the delivery, going down to the leg side. Not really much protection for it. There is a fine leg, but he's not fine enough for that one. You know, I'm just too quick for Nick Hill. It's going to be 4. So again, this is what we saw happen yesterday. He tried a bouncer yesterday that went away for 4. Again, Ryan Wiggins having another word with his bowler. I think he's just going to tell him to keep it simple. Don't try to do too much here. Remember that first over, they couldn't really play you. Let them have the same thing. Let them try to go straight. Don't give them too much. Make them work for it. Make them work for every single run. Again, Abiram responded after bowling 5 wides with a couple of wickets. We'll see if you can do that here today. And there's the delivery there from Abiram. Much closer to the stumps, much tighter. Still at very much pace, and you can see Rupesh practicing the straight back shot. Sometimes it'll be easier to practice those shots than to play them. Again, for Abiram, just about finding your line, finding the length that you had in that first over. The first over was terrific. Don't want to say the same. If they can't play it, don't change it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's a full toss. That one's cut over the top. He went for the Yorker, slowed it down. Rupesh picks it. Fielders give chase, and they do save it from being 4. It's just going to end up being 2. So Abiram does escape with that delivery. It ended up being maybe a pretty juicy full toss. So Rupesh has to take most of the strike for this over. He's going to get another delivery for it. And that one right on stumps, and that time no room for Rupesh to do anything with. He made some room for himself, tried to at least, wasn't able to do so. And at the end of 4 overs, 28 for the loss of 1 are the Kings.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
All right, so welcome back. The Tornadoes after 4 overs, 23 for 1. Looks like Parveen Goyal came in to bowl, but he's been sent straight away over mid-wicket. Just to the left of a vehicle and onto the road. So Munna Hussain taking a liking to the spin option. Parveen took the big wicket for Ryan Wiggins yesterday in the Kings. Ryan hoped he could do the same thing here today. Not the greatest of starts. Put it right in the arc, and Munna's not going to hold back. If it's there for him to swing through, he's going to swing it through. He had to walk a long way to get that delivery. It was sent over the top. Big 6 that from Munna Hussain. In the field, the deep square leg comes to deep mid-wicket, and there is a cow corner. The protection on the leg side. This time goes full and wide. That time Munna leaves it alone. Again, Munna does have that cover shot that he can play. So you got to be careful not to get under the bat of Munna Hussain here. He tried to take that one through the leg side, took it outside the off stump. It's just going to be 1. It's now Rupesh route. Field doesn't change for him. Keep it the same again. Still protection on the leg side here in this 5th over. Interesting decision, bringing the spinner in, the power play. That one cut over the top. Fielder there, though, and yeah, there it is. Backward point gets it, just a little extra bounce that Parveen gets. He rolls his fingers over the top, able to get that extra bounce here. Did it yesterday. Same type of play to the lefty fielder, to Kirk Thompson. This time, righty goes to Kirk Thompson at backward point. Tornadoes are 34 for the loss of 2 now. Just lost the wicket of Rupesh Raut, who's looking in good nick. But again, just that extra bounce that Parveen Goyal able to get. We saw it yesterday against the Sunrisers. Just climbed the lefty up a little bit, and he hit the same kind of shot to backward point where Kirk Thompson was gladly awaiting for it. This time Kirk Thompson is big man, hard to clear. He slashed hard but got a bit thick top edge. So now, who do they send out? Looks like they're going to send out Miraj Patel. So see what Miraj is able to do here. Scored 100 in a TCL PL game fairly recently. For the last TCL PL game for the Anzacs, he scored 100 against Royals. So see if we can carry some of that form over. And Parveen Goyal just got hit for a big 6, then a single, and then just takes the wicket of Rupesh Raut. So he's come back beautifully. 4 balls into his first over. Got the new batsman on strike. Slip there, still the same field, the deep mid-wicket. Cow corner. They've taken fine leg out. They've added in a second slip, and They've moved fine leg to more of a gully region. So an aggressive field setting here from Ryan Wiggins and company. Maybe has a little bit of extra film sessions on Mirage, maybe seed him a lot. Let's see what happens. Barveen right outside, that extra bounce again, looking to cut it. Just beats the outside edge. Fielders there for that cut shot. Mirage just got to be careful. Got to keep it down if he plays it. Try to play it again. Big appeal. And yeah, there it is. Outside edge, and Mirage goes. Another cut shot, another outside edge, and another wicket for the Kings. Another wicket for Parveen Goyat. Ryan's caught him in to do justice. Take these wickets, and he has. The third wicket goes. Mirage goes for naught. First delivery tried the cut shot, missed it. Second delivery tries it again. Just finds a feather of an edge. Nikhil lit up straight away. Parveen ran straight to him straight away. Umpire, no hesitation. Mirage has to walk back, and the Tornadoes are scrambling now. .34 for 3 now. Mirage walks back. The over finishes. Parveen gives up 7 runs, takes 2 wickets, and the score reads 34 for 3 after 5. And so now someone who was on the Tornadoes last year, Steven Edward, has been sent out to bat. He's an aggressive striker of the ball. He's going to be the non-striker's end, however. Munna Hussain, the opener. He's been in there for a while now. Again, the Kings won the toss, and they've elected to bowl for this very reason. They're sticking with the same kind of combination they went yesterday. Abhiram Bolaseti and Nilesh Patel to open. Nilesh Patel not in the 11 for today's match. They went Siva Kumar to open. Each of them bowled 2 overs. Then they had the over with Parveen Goyat, and they've asked Rohan Phadke to once again finish out the power play. So the roles look very defined here. And again, I think even though this team may have not practiced completely all together, the team may have not been completely together for a long period of time. We talk about 6 Morrisville Cardinals players, so they are familiar with each other in that sense. Again, playing in the Triangle Cricket League can also get you familiar. So here we go, Rohan into Munna. Right away, hits the deck, gets a little bit of extra bounce. Not as quick as the Siva Kumar and Abhiram, but definitely very accurate. Didn't have the greatest of days with the ball yesterday. He was the bowler the Sunrisers chose to take advantage of, and they took advantage of him very well. The Tornadoes try to follow that. And I'm sure they looked at the scorecard and saw, I'm sure watching some of these live streams, watching some tape. When it tries to go big, it's a thick outside edge. There is no third man there. It's going to run away for 4. Yeah, it has. Again, anything out there is going to run away for 4. You get anything over the top, it's going to be 4. Again, it seems like the plan is to bang it into him. But if you're going to have that plan, why not have the fine leg in play? Why not bring cow corner inside? If you are trying to bang it onto him, bring in cow corner to bring back fine leg. Or excuse me, bring back third man. Any of those thick outside edges, it's there all day. I think this is a miscalculation from Ryan Wiggins. I know he's very experienced. Again, seems like there's extra bounce on offer and is rising up on Munna. Once again, ball getting through Munna very quickly. I think to have the third man deep is in the best interest of the Kings right now. We'll see if that costs them any more runs or if a catch does come to short third man. But I would say bring in cow corner. There's a cow corner and a deep square leg. I would say bring in cow corner, push the third man back. This time he goes full, it's up in the air. Short third is there, but he has to run backwards. Oh, he's taking a great catch. Running backwards into that 45 region, and he's making an absolute brilliant catch, and Munna Hussain has to go. Look to take another big wipe of that one, try to get that one through mid-wicket. Found an outside edge, and he's found the fielder's hands. We saw Ryan Wiggins take a great catch running backwards. The Kings, once again, amazing in the field, not letting their bowlers down. So getting off to a flying start here in the power play. 4 wickets down for the Tornadoes. Both openers are now back in the dugout. Stephen Edward yet to play a delivery, will be at the striker's end. Who's going to come out and bat for the Tornadoes? Do they go with Aditya Gupta? Do you go maybe a Vinay Paul? Plenty of options. And it looks like it is going to be Aditya Gupta coming out to bat. A member of the Cardinals team. Bowled very well, was picked by the minor league as a member of the under 21 all conference team, all series team. Didn't have the greatest of showings in the bat in the minor league. But he's going to have a terrific showing here as the Tornadoes. They're 38 for 4 rather. 38 for 4 now. As he walks in the bat, he's going to be at the non-striker's end. It's going to be Stephen Edward at the striker's end. And now it's going to be interesting to see the approach from Stephen. He's usually a free-flowing bat. He likes to hit the big shots. With his team in the situation that they're in, does he try to continue to play his game and make use of this final over of power play? This final 2 deliveries of power play? Or does he just take it on spade and just say we're just going to run 1s and 2s for the time being? It's a very similar situation to what Sump Army was dealing with yesterday. 4 wickets here in the power play for the Tornadoes. It was 3 in the power play for Sump Army, but it was 3 in the first over. So they really did have to rebuild throughout the power play. They ended up getting back to a decent power play score of around 45. Still on the cards for the Tornadoes. And there's the quick single right away. So Aditya Gupta going to play the final delivery of power play. So we'll get 2 of the youngsters for the Morrisville Cardinals. Rohan Phadke and Aditya Gupta have played together a lot through TCL youth program. Of course, both played, both went to the under-19 camps held by the USA Cricket. Both went to California for that as well, so they're part of that 26. So the field changes just a little bit. There's a short mid wicket in there. Ali does like to utilize that area early on in his innings. And just a dot ball. So to finish out the power play, the Tornadoes, they're 39 for the loss of 4.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
All right, so a shake-up in the bowling here. Abhiram Bolasetti coming back in the bowl. He's going to be bowling to Stephen Edward. They've elected not to bowl a spinner in Parveen Goyat. Coming off an over where he did take 2 wickets, but these 2 batsmen are 2 who like to play the big shots, and they do like the spinners. So maybe want to keep Parveen away from these 2 for the time being. Again, Abhiram kind of fell off a little bit towards the back half of his second over. We got back to it, and it's final 2 deliveries. Again, that same deep wide third man. Field is opened up, so deep wide third man. Cow corner, deep mid wicket. No one on the offside, so he's daring him to take him over the top there. Just the deep third man behind square. But no one in front of square on the offside. Stephen tickles this one behind square. Abhiram drifting down to leg side. We're trying to keep it on stumps. That's too easy for Stephen Edward. That's the way you want to start. Again, just a little wavered in his line there. just waver down the leg side. Steven, easy pickings for him. He's a great bat. That's better for Abiram. Gets a little bit extra bounce at the top of the bat. That's where we want to keep it. A man like Steven, he's going to want to play some of these big shots. He's a guy that plays those big shots very well. If you can keep him contained, he could give you just that half chance out of frustration. There's a slip, a gully, a backward point, a covers, mid-off. Again, the long on and the leg side out in the deep. This time, thick outside edge, offside. Fielder coming around is going to fall a couple bounces to him, and they're going to come back for 2. Fielder doing a little bit of a spin as he threw that one. Maybe his inner usher doing that little twirl. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in and joining us here in the Adda Premier League. We know there's a lot of cricket throughout the world going on today. And this one hit through covers beautifully. Well played by Stephen Edward. Should run away to the boundary. Fielder does well to keep it to just 2. But Stephen, he looks in good flow. Back in Abiram Bulasati to Steven. Hits the deck hard, and there it is. Not giving him any room there, Abiram. Not much for Steven to do, and now they finally push the fielder out on the deep on the offside. I'm not sure why they didn't have him there to begin with. I know you want to be attacking. You have 4 wickets in your back pocket. But you don't want to risk runs. Don't let Steven get going. You know he's a great bat. He hits free flowing. He's going to play his shots. This time down the leg side again. Third fine leg is back there. He's coming around. Steven wants 2, and Addi's going to get 2 quite easily. So a good over for the Tornadoes as they look to come back here.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So here we go, Rohan Phadke coming back into ball. Just down the leg side that time. So Rohan, he's been nagging with his line today, nagging with his length as well. Here we go again. The Tornadoes trying to climb back. 50 comes on the board. Again, Ali, someone who likes to take his time getting in. Oh, short, and his hit Steven in the head, it felt like. So Steven's saying it, 1 for the over. It's hit me in the head. Bat's been having a conversation with the umpires. Steven's still having a word with the umpire. It's not going to be deemed the one for the over. So Rohan into Adda. Youngster. Adda goes straight back, straight away. Again, usually deals in singles to start off, but he has the ability to accelerate any time. Talking to him before the tournament, he said he hadn't been in the greatest forms with the bat. He's working to get back into it. Really, for me, I think the coming out party for Adda was last year's Adda, saving his team on countless occasions, just like this, where they lost early wickets. He came in and rescued the situation for them, and pressure changes. This one chipped up in the air, falling short of the fielder. Steven almost saw his life flash before his eyes on that occasion. It was up in the air, felt like I think the world for him stopped and it froze. Just falls short of the man at short mid wicket. Again, these two batsmen have the ability to salvage an innings for the Tornadoes, give the Kings something to chase at. Rohan back into Steven. He's taking the most of the strikes since he's got in. Oh, that's easily turned around the corner. Rohan not quick enough to bowl that delivery this time. Didn't get as much bounce. Easy pickings for Steven Edward. Just had to get it over the fine leg fielder, and it was gone for 4. Again, if you're going to bowl that, you got to be quick. You got to be quick with it. You got to be well directed. The line was fine. Just had it down the leg side, but just wasn't quick enough for it. And the Kings, what they can't allow the Tornadoes to do is just get back the momentum in this match. They got a lot of momentum already, the Kings. They can't give it back to the Tornadoes. You worked hard to get those 4 wickets. Don't give them these freebies. How does Rohan respond? There it is. Steven tried to come down the track and take him big. Missed out. These are chances that you might be able to get. And if you can frustrate them a little bit more, one of these can find an edge. That's going to do it for the over. 56 runs on the board, 4 wickets down. Steven Edward, Aditya Gupta there. 8 overs are gone. Tornadoes, they're trying to salvage something for this innings. It's their first match here in the second rendition of the Adda Premier League. They're the defending champions. The Kings want to make a statement against them. Again, the Kings, they want to make a statement win here. Tornadoes, they might be the defending champs, but they have a lot of players who were not a part of this team last year. Again, they've been picked by the Tornadoes for a reason, but a lot of members who were not here last year. These two, however, they were. Steven and Adda, both. Adda went for a big chunk of change of the Tornadoes' purse last year. It was a retention for them. They were to go and get Steven Edward. So they bring in the spinner now, but they bring in Harun, or they bring in Harun Warich. They look for the cut straight away. He's missed out on it. And again, Harun, he's a different type of spinner than Parveen Goy. It doesn't give as much flight, and he changes it up pretty much every delivery, so it's hard for batsmen to pick, especially if you want to hit. That time, they able to get onto the back foot, cut that one away for 1. Pink gloves on the screen, pink as in the Cardinals. Remember, part of the fixture for the Cardinals, bowled really well in the minor league, part of the under-21 minor league team that they sent out. One of our very own Nate Hayes working on that side as well. So the field shifts a little. Square leg comes around. Mid wicket comes around. They bring in a short mid wicket as well. So adding extra protection onto the leg side, daring Steven to play it onto the off. Still long off, long on. And look at that one, slowed it down, made Steven reach for it. And this is why Harun has been given the ball. He does these different things, and it makes it very difficult for the batsman to play. It's a good bat as well. He's showing off with the ball now. Again, slows it down. It's just played to long off. It's just for one. Back in this time to Adda. Fires it in much quicker. Steven eager for the run, and they do get it. Again, Harun varying it up a little bit. Straight back. Fielder's running underneath. It's going to fall in between them. So a couple of times today for Steven, balls have just fallen in no man's land. And that's going to do it for the ninth over. 60 runs on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. All right, so we welcome you back here to the Kings versus Tornadoes match number 5 here in the Adda Premier League, and I'm with a member of the Kings brain trust, the Kings owner, Shwetan Srinivas. Welcome to the comm box. So we're running on some technical difficulties now, as this delivery comes in from Rohan. Finds an under edge, just evades the stumps. They're already sneak by for a quick single. All right, so now we're hoping we got the technical difficulty solved. Shwetan, welcome into the comm box.
Thanks, Salman. Pleasure to be with you anywhere.
Absolutely, as this delivery comes in for a dot ball. So Shwetan, talk to me about how happy you are about your team coming in game one, able to get that first win.
It's always nice to start well. First game win was very important. Any kind of wait for this ball to get completed as Rohan runs in and gives away a single to Stephen Edward. It's always good to have a great start to any tournament. First game is where you have a little bit of nerves, some combinations that you may not be comfortable with or not, uncertain of. We tried to explore them, and things kind of fell in place. Yes, there's always room for improvement, but yeah, pretty happy with the start.
Yeah, as this one's going to be worked away for a quick single. So this year, Ryan Wiggins is the captain of the side, not Abhiram Bolasetti. Any reasoning behind that, or just felt that Ryan was a better fit at the captaincy role?
It's a bit of both. Abhiram is obviously going to be away for a few games, both during the league and probably even during the playoffs, based on the schedules that I see for both this tournament as well as the zonals, the men's nationals that is coming up in Houston. So we really wanted to have somebody who's going to be here for most or all games to lead the side. Shiva and Ryan were our two choices given that, but we also kind of heard that there's a possibility for Shiva to be playing the zonals, the men's nationals as well. Now they're admitting ace players into the zonals, so we had to finalize on Ryan. The one question that people ask me is, does Ryan know all the players in the squad? Yes, Ryan has played minor league cricket for Morrisville Cardinals, and some of the players, or at least half the side from the primary 11 or 12, has been a part of Morrisville Cardinals, so he knows their strengths and weaknesses. And he also plays in the local league, has a good idea of some of the better players in the local league who are in our squad. So we said, yes, that's the way to go, and it comes with a lot of experience.
Yeah, absolutely. As Barping Goyet, or excuse me, not Barping Goyet, it's going to be Harun Warich continuing to bowl.
A close call there, but not to be. A wicket for the Tornadoes. A bit of reconstruction going on there. Stephen Edward, we all know how good a player he is. Was responsible for that massive win last year in the final against Kings. And also Adi Gupta, very, very reputed cricketer. Can change games with both bat and ball.
Yeah, absolutely. And you brought it up, 6 players in your 11 today have played for the Morrisville Cardinals. How happy are you to have that kind of reputation in your side?
Lucky and happy, both. Lucky because somehow we were able to manage our purse pretty well in the auction and get hold of some of these players. And happy because they are good players. And also some of the local league players that we picked are pretty good. So, Kunal, they're trying to stop that one, unable to do so. Lets that one go for a boundary. It's a little bit of a danger signal for the Kings, the way Stephen Edward is playing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Once he starts to get going, it's going to be tough just to get him out. But, you know, he got out to a beautiful start, 4 wickets down. Could you have envisioned a better start for your side?
Absolutely not. We'd have been happy to take 2 in the power play. 3 would have been brilliant. 4 more merrier. So, yeah, we've got 4 wickets, but these short format games can change very, very quickly. As you can see, by the time I walk from the dugout to here to talk to you, Adi and Stephen Edwards have hit a few boundaries and, put on a partnership which makes the fielding team go a little bit on the defensive, start thinking a little, I wouldn't say negatively, but thinking that they don't have control. Another well-flighted delivery from Haroon, driven straight to cover, to the captain, Ryan Wiggins. So yeah, very happy with the 4 wickets. It's very important that we don't let them take control of the game from here. Pick up a couple of wickets. That could be a chance as we speak. It's gone high up in the air. We got Rohan Fatke, one of the better fielders. Under that, he pouches that and bring things back into the favor of Kings.
There you go. The 5th wicket falls for the Tornadoes. It was high up in the air. Rohan made no mistake about it. It was well judged, well taken. Steven, he's upset with himself. But the Tornadoes, they got to find a way to rebound after that wicket. They were starting to build together a little bit of a partnership. Shwethan, thank you so much for coming into the box, giving us this quick little word, and good luck for the rest of the day.
Thank you, Aman, and you're doing a wonderful job as always, and I'm sure you will do well. You don't need my wishes. You will always do well. Thank you so much.
All right, well, you had just heard Shwethan Srinivas, one of the brain trusts of the Kings, and the Kings, they just take the 5th wicket of the Tornadoes, 70 for the loss of 5.
1, 2, 3, King!
All right, so Adi on strike. Takes a single straight up. Looked like he wasn't really taking it. Has a little bit of a weird skip down the track. Looks like Kirk Thompson having a word with Adda running down. And that is going to do it for the over 71 runs on the board. 5 wickets down for the Tornadoes.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
All right, so welcome back. Rohan Gosala, who's playing his first game today. He's going to get the chance to bowl for the first time. A very quick off spinner. And Adda takes that one through mid-wicket. 2 youngsters there. Abhiram makes no mistake about it. Throw comes in just to keep it to 1. Don't want to test the arm of him. He's got a quick arm out there. So moved deep square leg, just a little bit straighter, more in front of square now. They moved him back around. So in comes Rohan. This time it's played straight back. Ryan Wiggins puts his hand in the ground and stops Vinay Paul from getting off the mark. Again, Ryan leading by example with the intensity in the field. So in comes Rohan once again. Has a slip in play, more of a second slip. Goes quick, it's cut over the top. Fielder's coming around, it'd be great to save it. And he does well. Again, it's very difficult to field out here. He keeps it just to 1. So really well done there. Now into Aditya Gupta, tried to cut it as well, just a bit quicker on that occasion. Rohan, he sped it up, didn't allow him to kick, didn't allow him to cut that one. So here we go, back in Aditya Gupta. He's going to be the key for the Tornadoes, and he leaves that one alone. And you see this very often from Adda. He tends to walk around the stumps whenever he's leaving or just a little bit upset with the delivery, upset with himself. This time makes some room. Oh, what a shot that! He swat that one away. That's a huge 6 over cow corner. Made some room for himself. Rohan tried to follow him, and Adda extends the hands. He has that one gone away for 6. There's a first boundary from Adda. Moves the Tornadoes into the 80s now. Again, he's going to be very vital for the Tornadoes as they try to rebuild an innings and get back into this match. How did he back up that 6? This time goes short of Rohan. They're looking to run that one to third man. Does. And that's going to do it. 12 overs gone, 80 runs on the board, 5 wickets down for the Tornadoes.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So here we go, Haroon coming back in. Underage of the bat there from Vinay Ball. Again, these two have to find a way to get back. Vinay, not part of the Tornadoes fixture last year, making his debut here for the Tornadoes. This one quicker. Harun thought he heard something. No one else lit up. Harun was halfway to the batsman already. Kind of looked like Imran Tahir just started to take off once he thought he heard a noise. Field's still the same, lofted up. It's tipped straight up into the air. Ryan Wiggins. Yeah, no mistake there. It's short cover. Looked like Vinay just checked the shot there. Doesn't, just kind of accidentally got under it, went very high. Vinay stopped himself, and Adi Gupta, he's on the floor over there. Looks like he's getting stranded at the other end. The 6th wicket falls. Tornadoes, they're 80 for 6 here. Not a great start for the defending champs. Again, we told you they have a lot of turnover. They've got to find a way to get themselves into a groove very quickly. But the Kings, they're all over. They're making a statement here. Remember, the Kings got kind of embarrassed last year. But they're making a statement here in their second game, in the Tornadoes' first game. Again, Tornadoes are defending champs. They haven't taken to them right now. The Kings, they can't let up though. They got to put the nails in the coffin. The way Adi Gupta's going, if he can come in and bat for another 5-6 overs, he can put a score on the board. There's still plenty of runs on the board. This is the 13th over. 80 runs are on the board, so runs aren't an issue right now. It's more so just the wickets. Ali straight back, it's in the air. It should go away for 4, and it has. Again, Ali's starting to get it going now. He's a little bit deeper in his crease. Hung in there, and he's starting to hit the shots. Again, runs are not the issues for the Tornadoes. It's more the wickets falling. Aditya Gupta making sure the runs stay flowing. This time, Adi runs it down to third man. No run on offer. Again, runs aren't the issues right now for the Tornadoes. To be 80 in the 13th over, you wouldn't be too disappointed with yourself there. Still 150 is still very much on. But it's just the amount of wickets. But again, if Adi Gupta can continue to play, now you have something working for you. Again, if you can stay in from until the 18th, 19th, maybe the end, you even need him there. Oh, it's short, it's up in the air. No fielder's gonna get underneath that one. It's just gonna be a single to finish. Throw comes in from his buddy Rohan Fudke, right into the leg. Hear my bad on your screen. So that's gonna do it. 13 overs gone, 85 runs on the board, 6 wickets have fallen. Excuse me, Gangama is a new batsman coming out to bat with Adi. Rohan Gosala coming back into bat, but Gangama is going to continue to remain on the non-strikers end. Hasn't played a delivery yet, and Adi, I think, would like to keep it that way. Continue deals and boundaries and twos. Again, I think the key here for Rohan is to keep the ball out of the arc. It seems like when anything's full or even on that good length, Adi's going to go ahead and play some of these sweeps, play these cross-bat shots. If you keep it back of a length or on the good length and get it to bounce up on him, that's when you start to clog it up a little bit. Make him play over point. Make him try to pull this one away. Don't let him get it into his arms and free it. Once he does, one of the strongest guys you'll ever see. Oh, that one's pulled away. Fielders won't get around to that one quick enough. Talking about pulling it, well, Adi went deeper into his crease and he just tucked that one around the corner. The mid-wicket fielder's very straight. The square leg fielder's very much in front of square. Rohan, that's too short. It's not as quick. Didn't bounce up on Adi. Again, this is why Adi was a retention. You can see him start to rebuild an innings for himself. And he's rebuilding innings for Tornado. He did this last year plenty of times chasing totals. And it was in big time matches when he did it. Matches that they needed to win. Again, the Adda Premier League is when I really saw the best form of Adi. He's coming into his own. He's fresh off of his birthday yesterday. Just turned 17 years of age, this young man. He's going to have to play a critical role. And for those of you at home, yes, this young man is only 17 years of age. He's hitting the park. He's hitting the ball all over the park. This time, a lot of extra bounce on offer. Not sure Adi even got any bat on that one. Came off of Nikhil's gloves. Had to reach up high. And it's going to be 4 runs there off of the buys. So 3 runs there, back-to-back boundaries for the Tornadoes. They'll take it any way that they can get it. Again, Adi, he's very calculative now. Rohan, how did you respond? 2 4s. This one is cut into the fielders. And this is where you want that good length. Make him decide either pull or cut it, but make it quick. You're gonna have to swing across the line, make it tight. That's where it is. Make him play a different kind of a shot. You still have that deep covers there, so you have protection on the offside. Moves well across. Ali cuts that one through point. Fielder coming around, it's not gonna be quick enough. Ali shuffled well across the stumps there. Rohan tried to keep it out of his reach. And he cut hard at it. Now he's starting to get it going now. Moves into the 30s with that shot. 97 runs on the board for the Tornadoes. Again, he's fresh off of his birthday, 17 years of age. He wants his first 50 at the age of 17. I'm sure he wants it in this match right here. None bigger than in this match right here. One comes back in. This one's gonna be deemed wide. No, not deemed wide by the umpire. Adi did move across the stumps quite a ways, and you see Rohan, anytime he's moved across the stumps, he's tried to go a little bit quicker. Does not want to bowl full to Adi. That seems to be the one thing he's not going to give Adi. Anything where he can sweep or slog sweep. And I do like that ploy, making him cut, making him pull. And that one zipped on by. A little bit of skid in the wicket. And that's going to do it. 14 overs gone, 97 runs on the board. 6 wickets down for the Tornadoes.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So here we go. Up in the air. Fielder's coming around. It's going to fall safe. So Gilgamah survives his 1 ball on strike. He's been in for quite some time. That's his first delivery that he's faced. Adi's taken up the majority strikes since he's been in, as it feels like Adi should be. here we go. Harun coming back in. Again, Adi's been on a tear. He's well in his 30s now. That one just beats the leg stump. I think it's going to be deemed wide, +1. Gangma sends Adi back, so yeah, it is going to be 1, or was there something on it? Umpire says there is something on top of that delivery. So gloves, looks like gloves coming out to Gangma. Or now they're going to give him a cap. He's put the cap on. Taking off the helmet. They've bowled a lot of spinners now. It'll be funny to see if Ryan Wiggins tries to bowl some pace after the over, get his helmet back on his head. There's the slog sweep, is very flat. Should just be 1 out to long on. Gangama doing his job here, just keeping it rotating, supporting Adi at one end. Field still hasn't changed. Oh, that's up in the air, just tickles by. It was an awkward looking shot there from Adi. Kind of played that delivery on the back foot. It was a full length delivery, trying to just stabbed his bat at it. Found a thick outside edge and it just falls short of the fielder. So Adi survives there. Harun almost got his man. This time quicker in, digs out the Yorker well. But Harun is doing well. He's plugging him up right now. Not giving Adi anything to work with at the current moment. If you're gonna bowl full, you gotta bowl in that kind of length. That one is gonna be deemed wide by the umpire. Harun can't believe it, hands on his head. It seemed like a very hesitant call from the umpire. Suresh gives it nonetheless. Remember, our umpires are Suresh, who is at the umpiring now. As this one is hit to Ryan Wiggins, who does well to keep that one to a dot ball. And Alvin. That one was firmly struck by Adi. It caught Ryan right into the leg. But he's leading by example. He's giving his body up for this team. That's going to do it. 15 overs gone, 101 runs for the loss of 6. And he's done exactly that, Ryan. It looks like he's going to bring in Rohan Phadke, bring in some pace, and now the helmet comes back out. So pace comes out. Helmet comes back on. Again, the plan for Rohan earlier was to hit the deck hard. We'll continue. We'll see if he continues that. Again, the field has not been changed. I would be surprised if he continues to try to hit the deck with the field spread out like this. I think he has a little bit more freedom to go fuller. He does go fuller. He just finds Ryan. And Adi very much says waiting, waiting, waiting. He knows they don't have wickets to spare. You know Ryan isn't the fielder to test. Going this time, look to take that one through the leg side, just nipped away from him. So yesterday was not Rohan Phadke's day with the ball. Today is Rohan Phadke's day with the ball. He's bowled well. He's continuing to bowl well. That one's just going to be worked for a quick single. Now it's going to be youngster against youngster. Under 19 versus under 19, as you heard on the camera, when the fielders say. Always lively, Kirk Thompson. Rohan Phadke and Aditya Gupta both were in California for the USA Under 19 26. The experienced an injury. Rohan got selected for that side. This one's cut away. Fielder is there, so it should just be one, and it is just going to be one. And I'm a little surprised that the Tornadoes have not tried to turn any of these into twos. Ali's been kind of walking along the pitch, and you know, maybe they've decided that's just going to be one, but I'm surprised not on any of these occasions they've tried to really push at it for two. I think you try to get Adi as much strike as possible. Even if it doesn't happen, you just put a little bit more pressure on the fielders. Anything can happen on Century Field's fielding. Gugma, it's up in the air. He might have just split the gap. I think he has. Oh, Kunal does very well there. Great team effort along the boundary. Haroon running from mid-wicket, Kunal running from long on. Granted weight deals to his right. Kunal used his foot and got it back into Haroon. Made a good throw in to keep that one to 2. Again, the effort in the field from the Kings has been spot on. Now giving the Tornadoes anything easy. Slower delivery up in the air. Fielder circling it. Should be taken. And it is taken. No mistake made. And they make it look simple. And Gungama has to walk back. The 7th wicket falls for the Tornadoes. Rohan bowls the slower one. Gets rewarded for it. That's his 2nd wicket of the day here into this 4th over. And in the final delivery in his 4th is going to be his 2nd wicket. His spell goes for 19 runs, 2 wickets, 105 runs on the board. 7 wickets have fallen after 16. Welcome back, Kings versus Tornadoes. Apologize for some of the background noise that you may just heard. Rohan, yesterday the ball was tricking him around, as it is Halloween trick or treat. Yesterday it was all tricks for Rohan. But today it's all treats. 2 wickets, 19 runs in his 4 overs. Bowled a brilliant spell. Now Kirk Thompson, the new bowler. Cut straight to point. New batsman who's come in is Jameen Patel. He's on strike. Again, just a little bit of a field change. Long off has come inside the circle. Long off. They've sent 3rd man back. So I like this. Kirk tends to hit the deck a little bit harder. So I want to give him some more protection. What a delivery there from Kirk Thompson. And he's keeping it tight. He's not giving him any room to work with, making Jameen do everything. Adi wants to have a word with his batsman. I think he's just telling him, look, just get some bat onto it. We're going to take off. Or he's just saying, hey, look, just play it out. Just don't lose your wicket. Message there. You know Adi's itching to get on strike. 105 runs for the Tornadoes. They're going to need at least 130. That time, it's just going to fall short of the fielder. Just kind of played a little bit of a half uppercut down the 3rd man. So Adi's going to be on strike, and now for Kirk Thompson, you got to be careful. Adi enjoys the pace on the ball. He's a big hitter of it, but if you can jam up and get some extra bounce, you can create wicket-taking opportunities. And you can see an adjustment made in the field, long off. But Kirk wants to send him back. Ryan Wiggins opts against that one. So keep the field the same. Long off goes more into a cow corner. Mid on comes straighter, covers comes a little bit straighter as well. So it looks like he's gonna try to hit the deck here. Does hit the deck, and that's not a great delivery from Kirk Thompson. Missed it completely. They kind of tried to play a one-handed ramp shot. Nico does well to keep that one from becoming 5 wides. Again, this is the prize wicket. If Kirk can take this wicket, you've taken the big wicket and you've really taken the game out. Oh, that one's hit up in the air. It's gonna be big enough. Yes, it is. Watch out for that car. What a shot that was from Adi. Just climbs the ladder with that shot. He sent it over the top for 6. To that mid-wicket region. The ball not as quick as Kirk may have hoped, not as high as Kirk may have hoped, and Adi is able to climb the ladder, take that one over the top, and blow the roof off of this place. The timing was so sweet on that one. They go along with the power that Aditya Gupta possesses. It just made for a great recipe. So Adi moves into the 40s now with that 6. He's looking for the first 50 at the age of 17. Turned 17 yesterday. What a great birthday present it would be for him. What a treat it would be on this Halloween day. Kirk comes back in, this time quicker, but Adi does really well, turns the corner with that shot. I think it's gonna be deemed a 6. It is deemed another 6 for Adi Gupta. How about that one? Too far down the leg side. Adi just uses the pace so easily. Talking to him before the tournament, he said, I'm not really in the best form with the bat. Well, apparently that form has started to refine Adi Gupta. So Kirk, how does he respond? Just got hit for 2 back-to-back 6s. Adi on 46. Plays that one through the offside. Quick run taken. So Adi does really well. That gets a single off the final delivery. Smart batting. Kirk's first over goes for 15. The Tornadoes 120 for the loss of 7. So welcome back, 120 for the loss of 7. All the Tornadoes at the end of 17 overs. You got 3 overs left to play. Adi Gupta firmly into the 40s. Abhiram Bolasetti coming back in. Another battle of under 19s here. Adi Gupta so far won the battle with everyone today, but Abhiram would like to change that one. Low full toss straight up, just one bounce to Ryan Wiggins. I think both a little bit fortunate there. Abhiram fortunate that one didn't get cleared over the top of covers. Adi fortunate that one didn't carry to Ryan. But you see the intent from Abhiram. Looks like he's gonna go Yorker. Adi's gonna have to dig him out. Oh, quick through Adi Gupta. I think that's what Kirk Thompson was trying to hit in the previous over, trying to run it straight through. This time Abhiram Bolasetti with enough pace, enough accuracy to do that one. Just gets it very quick through. Adi Gupta unable to climb the ladder on that occasion. Square leg has come inside the circle to keep that third man out. Goes back to the Yorker. It was wide Yorker, and Adi slices that one and is cleared for 4. It's a brilliant shot there. Got down on a knee very quickly. Wasn't a terrible delivery, just slightly too wide there from Abhiram. Adda latches onto it, and that brings up his 50. 50 up for Adda Gupta. Bad up serve, brilliant. Turned 17 just yesterday, and that's his first 50 at the age of 17. And he's like the Tornadoes wanted Adda to raise the bat. He does a half-hearted raise. A lot of these motions from Adda, saying I might switch hit you. I'll look for the helicopter shot, found an inside edge, not interested in the single. Again, Adda's gonna try to take the majority of the strike throughout these last 2.2 overs. Abhiram bounced back beautifully on that one. Went for the Yorker, hit it that time. And the other one just missed the Yorker length, was just a slight bit too wide. Adda was able to just get underneath it. How does Abhiram respond again? Again wide, it was slower this time. Third man comes around to it, it should just be one, and it is just gonna be one. So Abhiram's got one delivery in to Jamin. Jamin, who's only played 3 deliveries so far. He's just gotta make sure this isn't a wicket. This has to defend it. Adda's not running. It's either gotta be a boundary or it's gotta be a dot. There's no or. And he's bowled him. Abhiram hits the Yorker. Jamin tried to play a little bit too much of a shot there. Had to make sure he didn't lose his wicket. Did the one thing he couldn't do. It was a terrific delivery. And that's going to be the 8th wicket fallen for the Tornadoes. 124 for the loss of 8.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
So Adda still in there. I know it says that Adda got out in the over, but he's still in there. Jamin was the one who lost his wicket. Hadis Khan's going to be at the non-striker's end. Adda is at the striker's end right now. The new bowler is going to be Kunal Sehgal. And there we go, we have it fixed. Adda Gupta, he's going to be on strike. Zain is the new bat. But we'll let you know who the new bat is once the scorecard is finalized. We're starting to fix things out. I think now they got it. Now they have the wicket of Jamin starting to be realized. Again, it's still Adda Gupta at the striker's end. They like to mess with the commentator sometimes, and it is Hadis Khan. Again, field is unchanged. Kunal getting some bowling in. Bowling some medium pace in here. Adda checking the wind. He's a strong lad here. His gym videos are insane. Looking to clear that one through the leg side. A wild swipe that was. Almost turned all the way around on the knee. Again, Adda's going to play ideally 6 deliveries for the Tornadoes, and the final one would be a single. But he's not going to be on strike at the end of it. This one hits straight back. And Addi's willing just to take one. So it's going to be Hadis Khan. He's a lefty. So turning the field around just a little bit. But Kunal did his job. He got Addi off strike very early in the over. So now he's got to make sure that he continues. He tried to keep Hadis on strike for as long as possible. And off the final delivery, let a single go. That's got to be the key here. I'm not sure why Addi was so willing to take that single. I know Hadis can bat, but Addi's in some kind of a nick right now. He's got 53 runs to his name, 18.2 overs gone. And you see they're adjusting the field here. Third man set in. It's the same field, just mirrored a little bit. Short cover backward point. Oh, and Hadis misses out completely. And again, this is what I'm talking about. If you're Addi and Hadis, why take that single? If I was Addi, I would have said no to that single. Pull him Mahendra Singh Dhoni, stay on strike. You're the guy to do it. This one thick outside edge, and it is going to be a single. So Hadis takes a big swipe at it. Now the field has to run back around, lefty-righty combination. Kunal's bowled tight so far. Again, just the two deliveries to Addi. Addi tried to take one through the leg side. The other just played for the single. We'll see how he tries to take Kunal here. Look to take that one through the offside. Deemed wide by the umpire. Kunal's not happy about it whatsoever. Addi making some movements around. He's standing outside of his off stump here. Now moves back, chips it up in the air, just past the outreach hands of third man. And doesn't gonna run away for four. It has run away for four. Just enough pace on it. It was a very thick edge that went for four here, but a Century Fields is a quick outfield. And Addi just making all kinds of movements. You could see started this one outside of his off stump, then walks back to his middle and leg stump. Kunal bowled the ball to where he was originally standing, and all Addi has to do is get some sort of bat on it. Just has to clear the infield. It's gonna run away for four. Addi again moving down. This time comes down the track. Misses and not deemed a wide. That's going to do it for the over. Addi unable to get a single on the final delivery. 132 for the loss of 8 after 19.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
So here we go, Kirk Thompson into Hadis. Hadis has just got to get off strike as quick as possible. It's a low full toss. He's just worked it back. They're going to save the boundary and just keep it to 1.
Lefty.
So Addi on strike again. You don't want to be on strike for the final 5 deliveries. Kirk's coming around the wicket, trying to change the angle. Addi took a liking to Kirk. Took him for 15 runs in Kirk's first over. Hadis has done well here, takes the first delivery just to get off strike. And now it's going to be the Addi show for the next 5. What does Kirk has in store? Can he rebound well? Oh, that's going to be a no ball, free hit. No, it's going to be just deemed wide. And Addi surprised that's not a no ball. And it's just deemed wide. I'm surprised that one's not deemed a no ball. From here it looked like it. The umpire has the best vantage point. Just a wide, but still 5 more deliveries for Addi to go with. Hits the deck hard, hits the top edge, no fielders out there. Is it gonna be 4? It is 4 more runs. Again, Ryan Wiggins having a conversation with his bowler. Looks like maybe now Abhiram Bolasetti coming to have a word. Yeah, Abhiram Bolasetti having a word with Kirk now. Abhiram had a lot of success against Adi earlier, and maybe he's telling Kirk, don't try to hit the deck. Go fuller, go into his legs. See how he responds again. 7 runs coming off that delivery, the 6 in the wide. Kirk's got to find a way to respond. Adi liked him in his first over. Again, hits the deck. This one's, I think he might have split the gap, and he has split the gap. No, Abhiram does well. Keeps that 1-2. Every run matters here. Abhiram Bolasetti and Rohan Fatke working together to that cow corner area. And 140 on the board for the Tornadoes, so they've put together some sort of a score here. They're in a bad spot. Another full toss, and he's tucked it around the corner again. No fielder there. I think Kirk went for the Yorker, missed it completely. Another 4 runs. If he's coming around the wicket, he's not giving Adi any room. I'm not sure why there's a deep cover. He's coming over the wicket now, so this is an adjustment. If he doesn't want to change the field, got to keep it around off stump then. Tornadoes, they fought well. Adi's fought well to get back in this match. Comes down the track, tucks it around the corner again. How about that shot from Adi Gupta? Down the leg side once again, and Adi plays a little bit of a helicopter-y shot. Little whip at the end. And man, he's putting on a show here at CF1. He's into the 70s. Final delivery now. So final delivery, and now the field adjusts. Feels a little bit late in the overs for the field to adjust, but better late than never. They bring in deep point, send back deep backwards square leg, and now Adi's got to find a new way to put it. New place to put this delivery. Vidas Khan having a word with Adi, telling him to look at the field. I think they're saying we're going to run for everything at the end. 71 runs for Adi after 44 deliveries. He's really been the guy to score for the Tornadoes. He's done a bulk of the run scoring. And look at this early motion from Adi. Kirk comes in. Adi moves all the way across. Goes Yorker. Appeal given out. So Adi gets out. Final delivery. Finally hits the Yorker. But the damage was done. 148 runs on the board. 9 wickets have officially fallen. It was a great innings from Adi Gupta. 71 off of 44. So in the second innings, the Kings will need 149 runs to win the match.
your lover. You are the champion. Oh, oh, oh. Adda, 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 oh, oh. Adda, Adda, Premier League. Let me go.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future. In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
Come ready for this battle now. Come play
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future. In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
Come ready for this battle now. Come play and show the world you are the champion. Oh, oh, oh. Adda, 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 oh, oh. Adda, Adda, Premier
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future. In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
Alright, so welcome back here to CF1. We're here in Fuquay Arena, North Carolina, where the Kings, they're taking on the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes, they were able to score 148 runs in their first innings. Now the Kings have to go in and chase that down. For the second innings, I am joined by Namish. Namish, thank you so much for coming back. We had you yesterday. It's a pleasure to have you back here again.
Thank you.
All right, so Namish, what do you think about the Kings' first innings?
I think the Kings, their bowling was pretty good. I think other than Adi's batting, everything else was good for them.
Yeah, Adi definitely came in big in that innings for the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes needed him to 71 runs off of just 44 deliveries and just anchored that innings all the way through. We saw some incredible shots. Is there a shot that sticks with you from that first innings?
Yeah, I think in the last over, that pull shot, it looked like that was going for 6, but it just bounced behind the rope.
Yeah, we had a lot of those. I also talked about the one in the final over also where he played a little helicopter-y shot to tuck it around the corner.
Yeah.
Had a couple slog sweeps and big pulls over the top for 6. But now for the Kings, they got Kirk Thompson and Ryan Wiggins opening for them. Rupesh Raut is the man opening for the Tornadoes with the ball. For the Kings, you had Kirk Thompson struggle yesterday with the bat. Are you surprised to see him come back to open?
Well, I think his main spot in batting is opening, so no. He's a main opener.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And you can see not struggling this time. Takes on Rupesh Raut from ball 1. And they should push for 2. No, they're just going to take 1 in the end. But absolutely, Kirk, he's a guy who can come in and open the batting. He can play big and aggressive, and I think he suits Ganal very well. Also, he can't compliment him, so I like that they continue to go with it. He's taking a much more aggressive approach from this first up, though. This big slog sweep.
Yeah, I think Kirk and Ganal, from yesterday, how well they batted their partnership, I think the Kings just wanted to continue that on to today.
Absolutely. You don't want to break. If it ain't broken, why fix it, right? That's the saying.
Yeah.
And you look at... Oh, right. So yeah, we have some fans of us in the comm box. Adi Gupta saying hi to us. That's why you had a little bit of a break in silence. A little bit confused why someone said our names. Now Kunal on strike. Cut shot straight away, just in the air, falls short. So what do you think about the Tornadoes opting to open with the off spinner with Rupesh Raut?
I think because of yesterday, how well they were playing the pace, I think how well Kings were playing the pace yesterday, I think they wanted to change it up and see if they can break this opening partnership.
Absolutely. We saw a couple teams not go with spin. Oh, sweep. It's missed everything somehow. If it had hit the pads, you thought there was a chance. Missed the pads, missed the stumps, missed the keeper. Finds first slip finally. But yeah, I completely agree. I think they want to keep the Kings on their toes. I think a lot of teams yesterday struggle with bringing the spin out early. They're hoping the off spinner can do the trick. This one cut. Oh, it's well done to keep it just at 1. Good effort in the field.
Yeah, I think from yesterday how chilly it was, how well they were putting the efforts in the field, but they're putting the same amount of effort today, which is really good.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's a tough ground to field on. There's some uneven spots, some rocks over there. It's done really well to be curated by the ground staff and TCL and the owners, and they've done really well. But there is still some patches where it makes it hard to field.
Yeah, I think like yesterday, like there's some patches on like where there's rocks, there's some sharp stuff, so you'd have to look out where you want to dive.
Absolutely, Kirk facing his second delivery. And just misses everything. He backed away from it, just beats the outside edge, just beats the off stump. And the Tornadoes, you can see they're bringing the intensity first and foremost, and that's what they have to do, right? Not the biggest of totals on the board. They have something to bowl at, but they have to make sure their intensity is always there.
Oh.
Again, Kirk is just struggling right now. Looks like he doesn't want the helmet anymore. It's the end of the over, Kirk, so maybe you might want that helmet.
Yeah, looks like he doesn't want the helmet on anymore.
It'll be interesting to see if they go pace this over and he has to get that helmet back. So I would have maybe waited to see who's coming into bowl. Maybe he has a little bit of a heads up on the commentators though on who's coming out to bowl. We'll see. We saw in the Tornadoes innings, someone took off their helmet, and as soon as they took him off, Ryan brought back Rohan Fudke to come bowl. So said, all right, put your helmet back on, buddy. I'm not sure if we have a pacer or a spinner. We'll get you the word when it comes back to us.
Looks like a pacer, I think.
Yeah, he's taking a bigger run up, so it's going to be hot as con. So yes, it is a pacer. Kirk continues to wear the hat.
Yeah, I think some batsmen, they mainly like to put the helmet on, and like Sachin Tendulkar, he never takes the helmet off, but some people are not scared of the ball, they'll just take it off. Yeah,
sometimes it's easier to see, and when you can trust the bounce on a wicket, and you have a lot of confidence in your game, I think the helmet's there as a big precaution. Virat Kohli has, as of lately, started taking the helmet off when the spinners are bowling, and he likes that versus Sachin Tendulkar never took the helmet off. So I think it's all a matter of batsman preference. But a batsman never likes to face a left-hander, especially a right-handed opener. Batsman never likes to face a left-handed opener, especially if they're like Shaheen Shah Afridi.
Oh,
straight away angling into the legs. Just one.
Just a single there.
And again, if you can get the ball start to swing back into the right-hander, you can create some problems for the batsman. We see it any time Pakistan goes and plays India, whether it's Mohammad Amir or Shaheen Shah Afridi, that left-handed angle coming back in, or even Trent Bolt today, creating issues for right-handed batsmen.
Yeah, I don't think I feel like most right-hander batsmen, they're mainly good with outswing because the ball's going away from things and they'll be able to free their arms. But in swing, the ball's like it's starting offside, then it'll swing in. So it's pretty hard because it's coming into your body and it's hard to free your arms.
And especially with the angle in which they bowl, it feels like you can play through the line of the ball and it just nips back very quickly. Versus when they come around the wicket, now the ball has that same angle all the way through. It's just that change in angle that creates some issues. Hadis Khan coming around the wicket for the left-handed Kirk Thompson. So it's a matter of angles here for the bowler. What can you do against Kirk? Kirk trying to take a big cover drive. It's going to be deemed wide by the umpire.
Yeah, I think something you need to control the opening overs. Like, I understand in the depth overs if they're trying to give it like wider, like not too wide, but wide to stop the batsman from hitting, that's fine. But in the second over, there's no need for that. They just came in, there's a new ball swinging, there's no need for that.
Well, to counter your point, I would say in T20 cricket, especially in the power play, a lot of batsmen tend to play very aggressive. Again, the saying goes, if you win the power play, you win the match. So Kirk Thompson's the guy. You can see he took a big swipe at that one. That's why he's trying to keep it out of his reach. I would say, however, you don't need to push it that wide. If you can keep it close to him and not give him room to swing, and it's on his body, it makes it a lot tougher for him. But a guy like Kirk, he can always tuck it around the corner if you get a little bit too close to him. Comes back in, continues to go around that wide line, and it's going to be deemed another wide. He doesn't like it, but the umpire signals it.
Yeah, I think something to know that these wide balls, not like wide where it's an extra one run, but giving it close to the wide line will take a long time of practice to master.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just have that confidence in yourself, and sometimes that's the ball you have. But I think And a lot has to do with the angle and the swing in which he has is continuing to push it out just a little bit wider than he's anticipating the ball to deliver. He does have that first slip in there, as well as a cow corner and a deep. We'll get you that other field position in a second. This one up, straight up in the air. Stephen Edward makes no mistake. Rushed onto him a little bit quicker, a little bit of extra bounce, and Kirk Thompson has to go. It was a painful 20 yesterday, and just one run to his name today, and the first wicket falls for the Kings. The Kings are 5 for 1 here with just two. This is the second ball in this over. Remember, we had 2 wides and a single, so we have 2 balls being bowled and a wicket coming off of it. Kirk Thompson has to go.
Yeah, the ball just now came very low. That wasn't the ideal ball to pull. The ball to pull would be a little higher where you can get your hand, get your bat onto the ball. But that one came very low. It came on his knees. So I think the best thing to do is just glance it for a single.
Yeah, I think he was just looking to play a little bit of a awkward glance there. It wasn't truly a cricketing shot. He just kind of got stuck in no man's land. I think he expected it to bounce a little bit. Didn't bounce. He tried to get just a little paddle off of his legs, and it bounced just that little bit of extra, just in 2 different minds. And he's frustrated with himself. But now the young Abhiram Bolasetti, he comes into bat at the 1-down spot, which he came in yesterday.
Yeah, I think the Kings are gonna stay in the top. The Kings are gonna stay in the batting lineup in which they got victory with yesterday.
Absolutely, there's no need to change it. Again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But now 2 right-handers there, so I think that's a relief for the Tornadoes. You hate the lefty-righty combination, have to keep running back and forth. The field for Abhiram Bolasetti, there is a man at deep, long on, and it seems like that's the only man outside of the circle. They just send one back to a deep, wide backward point. So it looks like the ploy is gonna, well, it's kind of an in-between ploy. Now they bring in long on, and they send back fine legs, so the ploy is going to be to bump Abhiram Bolasetti, dare him to pull you. There is a short cover in there for that exact reason, and for that top edge. First slip goes out, he goes on to short third, and mid-wicket goes back onto the circle. They're gonna dare Abhiram to pull early. They're gonna try to get some pace onto it.
Yeah, I think the 2 righty batsmen will be relieving for the left-hander, knowing the fact he won't have to come over and around every ball.
Well, this one edge up in the air, should be taken, and it is! The second wicket falls, and the Tornadoes, they're all over it right now. Haris Khan, he's making it all work. A leading edge that time from Abhiram Bolasetti. Finds the man at cover, and he has to walk back, and Kunal is left stranded. 5 for the loss of 2, and remember the Kings got off to a flyer with the ball, but now it's the Tornadoes starting to spin all over the Kings with the ball.
Yeah, I think both batsmen Kirk and Abhiram almost got down the same way. Both it didn't hit the middle of the bat, and it took a little bit of an edge. So, and also I think the pitch is slow. It's either skidding or slowing in at the end. When you think the ball's gonna come, it will come slower. But then once you after, if it comes slower, then you will think, oh, it's gonna come slower next ball. Then it'll skid onto your next ball, and that's how you get out.
Yeah, just a little bit of indifference on the pitch maybe, but the Tornadoes will take it. They got 2 wickets already. Ryan Wiggins, the captain, has to come out in just the second over. It's been brilliant. This is exactly how you want to start off a match if you're the Tornadoes. This is why they're the defending champs, and this is why they've gone and picked the guys they've picked. Again, they have situations for each one. Didn't get off to a flyer with the bat, but again, the Tornadoes know all too well that you can let a team back into the match. They got back into the match. They were in a similar kind of position, and they ended up with 148. So it's not like the Kings, who have plenty of batting to come, it's not like they don't have the possibility to get back into this game. So you can't take your foot off of the gas if you're the Tornadoes.
Yeah, even if your team doesn't do that great in batting, they still have bowling to make up for it. If you don't have a strong batting lineup, you'll have a good bowling lineup.
Absolutely, but now you got to make sure you keep the consistency on. Even though the Kings got to a flyer with the ball, the Tornadoes continue to pile on some runs. The Kings kind of let the pressure go a little bit, and really it felt like the Tornadoes, if they just had a couple more wickets in hand, could have gone on to a much better ploy. But again, 148 is no laughing matter. There's still a lot of runs to get on this ground, and the Tornadoes, they are all over it at the current moment.
Yeah, on a pitch like this, 148 is going to be a hard total. But knowing the fact that the outfield is very good, that there's some patches where the ball will run off faster, it'll be the 148 won't be that hard if you can connect the ball in the gaps.
Here we go. Let's see what Ryan's able to do. First up, right onto him. That one skidded on through. Man, Hudis Khan, he's getting some great stuff here early on for the Tornadoes. Kunal just having a quick word. Kunal's been on the non-strikers end for all but one ball of this over, and he's saying, hey, look, this is what's going to happen. Kunal does not want to lose another wicket, cannot lose another wicket here, cannot lose his skipper at the other end. These are going to need a bat pretty much through these through the power play, really, you would have to assume.
Yeah, I think both Ryan and Kunal both have to bat to the power play if they want to win the power play.
Let's see if they can just survive this final delivery here. Can he do it? Yeah, Ryan does. It's going to be just a single to finish, so 6 for the loss of 2. Excuse me, no, there's still another ball to play, so Kunal's going to get one more delivery here.
I don't know whether he's going to try and play it out or if he's going to hit, because he's been on the non-strikers end for almost an over. So I don't know what he's thinking right now. Like, is he thinking whether just want to play out this over, or I need to get some runs?
Yeah, I think for Kunal, again, if it's in his slot, he's going to take it. If it's in his zone, he's the kind of player that doesn't matter the situation, he's going to hit his shots. But if he's not going to force it, right? And I think that goes for any situation. If it's not there, he's not going to hit it unless he desperately has to. Doesn't need to hit anything right now. So if it comes into this zone, Kunal's going to put it away. If not, he won't. The field is completely enclosed. No one out in the deep. So daring Kunal, there is the one deep third man. Kunal look to turn that one around the corner, is going to be deemed wide by the umpire.
Yeah, I think one thing that Kunal is very good at is he doesn't care what the situation is. If you're like, it's like second over and you're like almost like 6 or 7 down, he'll just, if it's a ball in the slot, he'll just go for it. He's like, well, you call it like, he's not scared to hit the ball at all.
Yeah, he has confidence and abilities. Deep backward square leg goes out now. Goes full on, big appeal! Given not out, going down the leg side, would have been a huge wicket there. But it's still a tremendous over. 7 for the loss of 2. After 2 are the Kings. To CF1 with the Tornadoes. They've jumped off to a flying start. 7 for the loss of 2 are the Kings. The 2 at back are Kirk Thompson and Abhiram Bolaseti, the 2 men to finish out the Kings bowling innings. They're already back in the dugout. Rupesh Rath comes back in. He's bowling to Ryan Wiggins. On the non-strikers end is Kunal Sehgal. So continuing with the off spin here in the 3rd over.
Yeah, it looks like their plan is to bring in the off spinner who can build some pressure, because he
there's
bowls
up in the air. Fielder's not going to get underneath that one. It was a miss hit for sure, but they're going to come back for 2.
Yeah, like I was saying, the off spinner will bring on some pressure, knowing the fact this is opening, the ball is new. Some balls it won't turn at all, but some balls it will like skid on to him. So like, and then once they bring in the pacer, they'll be like all like, oh, we didn't get any runs in the over, so they'll try and start hitting like how the 2 wickets that they've got have been.
Yeah, I think the trick here bowling off spin early on is just if it can skid on, get a little bit quicker, and then if there is any turn on offer, if they can just extract some of it. But if the turn isn't the big factor, long off and long on in play. Oh, that's
shot.
A beautiful slog sweep. There's no fielder out there, but it didn't matter if there was. It's a beautiful 6. Ryan Wiggins gets one on middle and leg, and he slaps that one away.
As an off spinner, that's not your line or length to bowl. Like, not to just Ryan Wiggins, but for anyone, because you're turning the ball into a right-hander. So if he can get his foot to the ball, then he can easily be able to hit it.
Yeah, just easy pickings for Ryan Wiggins, and they're going to need a lot more of that to the Kings. They got 15 runs on the board here in this 3rd over.
Yeah, I think now this 6 would be relieving a lot of pressure right now from like how there's been 2 wickets falling, all that. I think this 6 would be relieving all that pressure.
Yeah, and I think the big thing here is a lot of people, oh man, already 2 down. The Kings batting lineup goes on forever. I mean, only Kirk and Abhiram Bolaseti got out, but you still talk about how in the middle you have Kunal Sehgal, and you have Brian Wiggins. You still have guys like Rohan Phadke, Nikhil Anakolkar. You also look at maybe Jaya Prakash Moses, who is your batting sub. Siva Kumar can always come in and bat. Nilesh Patil not in the equation today, but you still have plenty of guys who can come in and sweep around. Swapnil Gupta can come and bat if he wanted to, so plenty of options for them to go on to, and that's why they are a side that a lot of people have looked at as a team that should be a favorite to win this competition. Again, this is a rematch of last year's finals. Tornadoes absolutely humiliated and knocked the socks off of the Kings, scoring around, I believe it was 250 in the final, setting up a score for the Kings to defend. Kings were unable to get anywhere near there. The Kings want a statement victory here. You know that they want to say, look, we're back and we're better than ever.
Yeah, I think the Kings just want to prove to the Tornadoes that, like, we have a better team now and we can beat you guys.
Absolutely. Ryan tries another one of those sweeps, this time outside the off stump, pulled the length back, unable to get onto that one, Ryan.
Yeah, I think it looks like he changed his line. He gave the ball a little bit shorter in one of the middle stumps, so it would be much harder to hit.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, you just got to make sure you don't give up a lot of these boundaries. If you can keep them to less than a boundary and over, if you're the Tornadoes, you feel good. Oh, but that's a beautiful shot. Long off. It's back there, but it won't matter. It's 6. It's big. It was a pretty flat shot. He did real well on that one. Long off was back, but it wasn't gonna matter. He needed to be Superman to go get that ball.
Yeah, it went into the forest right there. I don't think any fielder would get that unless you're super tall. But like, even if you are tall, it'd be very hard to get it.
Well, you would need a big red S on your chest. You need to be Superman to go get that one. Beautiful shot there from Ryan. He's starting to pick the off spinner. He's starting to get a liking to it, and maybe this will be Rupesh's final over.
Yeah, the ball just flew into the forest.
Umpire didn't know if it was a 6 or a 4, and it most definitely was a 6. But man, second 6 there from Ryan. You can pick whichever one you like. They're both huge. They're both beautiful. This time straight back. It should just be 1. And it is, made no mistake, the fielder this time.
Yeah, the hard thing about fielding in the deep is that the ground is very uneven, so the best, safest way is to just use long barrier.
For those of you just joining us, 22 for 2. Riza scored the 2 wickets. Kirk Thompson and Abhiram Bolasetti taken by Hadis Khan. And consecutive deliveries.
Yeah, I think after 2 sixes and a single, I think what the bowler will be thinking is I just need to get some dot balls. Like, he won't be thinking too fancy. He'll just try and bowl good length and just good length.
Got a dot ball to finish it off. So 3 overs gone, 22 for the loss of 2 are the Kings as Hadis Khan comes back into bowl. Alright, so welcome back to CF1. The Kings 22 for the loss of 2. Ryan Wiggins on strike. And the danger man, Hadis Khan, he is coming back into bowl. Just picked up 2 wickets in this first over. Amish, you think he's going to take 2 more?
Well, I don't know. Like, I think those 2 wickets were just the batsman, like, not able to hit the ball pretty well.
Well, he was on the money from that delivery right there. Probing that off stump line, Ryan just had to get that one down. Just plays it a short cover.
Yeah, I think he's using the pitch to his advantage. The pitch and the new ball swinging, and the pitch is like mainly a bowler's pitch, because you know some balls are gonna come skidding and very low. Some are gonna come super slow but then bounce up.
Yeah, and I think it also gives credit to the bowlers and their ability to bowl some of these variations. They change it up. That one's gonna be wide down the offside.
Yeah, it looks like the ball's swinging, and if he is bowling in that line, it doesn't look like he's able to control that. So, and especially because he's swinging it out to the right-hander now, I think maybe he'll have to try and give it a little closer to his body, knowing the fact he'll swing.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got to get it just a little bit closer to the body, and that time just went for a little bit extra pace there. You see countless times bowlers try to get a little bit of extra yards in there when something hasn't gone their team's way. This one's hit straight back beautifully. Fielder's coming around, is going to give chase, and he's going to get there. And they're going to get two quite easy. So good running from these two. And again, this is something I thought we missed from the Tornadoes was the running between the wickets. I don't think it was quite as pure as we're seeing right now from the Kings.
Yeah, I feel like the Kings have like better batsmen who can run between the wickets. Like if they don't get boundaries, they can usually turn those singles into doubles.
Well, I think they know that they have to at this point. And again, same kind of shot, and they're going to push for 2 once again. The fielder much closer to it. Oh, and a missed field. It's going to run away for 4. Just an unlucky bounce. And it's a tough way to field here in CF1. A lot of places where the ball is going to bounce here and there, and that one was very unfortunate. Also, I do want to say the Kings were putting pressure on the fielder too. You saw Kunal was ready to come back for 2. He was pushing it, and it would have been a pressure throw had he had to come collect it and bring it in. So I think that coupled with the ground led to that boundary happening.
Yeah, I think when you're fielding in those type of situations, when the ball's coming to you and the batsman is ready to run too, I think what you'll be thinking is, I need to throw the ball even before you have the ball in your hands. So then you most likely will misfield it, and then it might go.
Well, Hodges falls that one and almost gets another wicket to fall. Fell on the follow through and just was able to keep that one out of the reach of Ryan Wiggins.
Yeah, I think this pitch is mainly contributing to the bowler.
Yeah, I think the balance was good. I think these two batsmen need to continue to get their eyes in, and we saw Adda Gupta kind of turn on the Jets once he started feeling a little bit better. Around it took him 10 to 15 deliveries that he started getting things going. So I think there is stuff in it for the batsman. It is going to come on to you. You just got to figure out how you want to attack the wicket. That one went for the Yorker delivery. Has been carved through mid-wicket nicely by Ryan Wiggins. They're pushing to it. Could run for 4. Does want to keep it from that, and just 2 runs there. But what a shot that was from Ryan Wiggins.
Yeah, that was a really good shot. He didn't even he didn't put too much effort. He just tried to his main aim was to try and take a single, but then instead it would almost went for a boundary.
Yeah, he timed it very well. I think that's the key on this type of a ground. It's not about how hard you hit the ball. It's about how well you can time it, because if you pick a gap, a 4 is it's almost a certain result. Again, try the Yorker. This one tickled through fine leg. It's a quicker region out there. Fielder's gonna be quick. He is quick enough to get there and just keep that one to 2.
Yeah, I think the one thing as a bowler you shouldn't bowl, especially in the fine leg area, is the ball's coming the outfield is very quick. So especially a pace bowler with all that pace, it would be a bad idea to bowl there.
Well, there you go. 4 overs gone. 33 runs on the board. 2 wickets down for the Kings. Hudders Khan had a pretty decent over, but Ryan and Kunal made sure they were running the brakes off of that over.
Yeah, I think once these 2 batsmen are set, then it'll be much easier for them to start hitting the ball. Once they get used to the pitch, it'll be much easier for them.
Well, Kunal finally going to get to see some strike. He's been very eager to run 2s, and now he's going to finally get some strike to his name. And a change in the bowling. Are they bringing leg spin out now? Wow, look at this. Leg spin in the power play. Interesting decision to go ahead and bring Adda Gupta. Tremendous young talent, tremendous young leg spinner who's come up through the TCO youth program and was a part of the under-19 camp in California in the 26. Was unable to participate because of a knee injury.
Yeah, I think Adda Gupta's a very good all-rounder. He's a very good batsman. He can hit the ball very well, and he's a very good bowler. He has that control. He can spin the ball.
But I'm just a little bit surprised they go with him in the power play. I'm not saying he can't bowl. I just thought he'd have a little bit more help, a little more protection without, especially to a guy like Kunal. But I think they're hoping he can do what kind of Parveen Goyat did in the power play, bowled that 1 over for 7 runs, took 2 wickets, and it's the extra bounce that Adda can get because he's so tall. He grew up as a pace bowler, so he does have a little bit quicker than most guys through the air, and can get a little bit of extra bounce. So I think that's what they're hoping to bring out, and not have him bowl a little bit fuller to keep the length back and on that good length area.
Yeah, I think as you said, he has some good pace in the ball, and especially from the pitch, how the pitch is very unpredictable as a batsman, so he has an upper hand there.
Yeah, again, there is going to be some turn-on offer for Adda Gupta, but I don't think that's the main goal of this over. I think he's going to continue to hit the deck hard. He flights it up this time, and it's been just swept away. And again, this is what I'm saying. In the power play, I just don't think it's a good idea, because if he flights it up, it's just easy pickings for the batsman, because they can play through square leg, or they can play through cow corner, they can come back straight. They got a lot of options, but if the field's opened up with this same delivery, it becomes a lot harder to score that boundary. So in this type of situation, the only ball Adda can really bowl is a good length, back of a good length, and be quick.
Yeah, I think as a leg spin bowler, if you bowl a good length ball in middle stump, good batsman will come and sweep you for a boundary. But if you bowl like not too short but like back a good length outside off stump, then that's where your dots will come.
There's full and no protection out there. There is a long off. He's coming around. Is he quick enough? No, he's not. It's going to be 4. And again, this is what I'm talking about. He has no opportunity to flight the ball and loop it up. And that one was just a little bit too wide. He's got to be much straighter onto the stumps. But I think he was trying to move away from the stumps because of the sweep shot that was just put on display from Kunal. I just don't think bowling him in this power play was the best decision here from the Tornadoes.
Yeah, like that's not too bad of a delivery, but I think the shot execution from Kunal was like very, very good.
Oh, it was a beautiful shot over extra cover. That extra cover drives the shot of a world-class batsman, and that's what Kunal is. He's showing it free-flowing, batted up the order for the Morrisville Cardinals all season long, scored a lot of runs for him. You can see exactly why. Long off goes a little bit wider. This time he said straight back over the top. It was the same line. It wasn't much straighter, but Adda gives it under the bat of Kunal, and Kunal's taking advantage. This one's on a big 6. Didn't matter if the fielders were there. But again, I just think that with this situation in the power play, they've really hung Adda out there to dry. There's really nowhere that he can bowl where you're going to feel real comfortable, except for the back of the length stuff where it's really quick. And that isn't doing him justice as a leg spinner.
Yeah, I think one thing he should have learned after the extra cover drive, I think he's giving the ball too full to Kunal. Like, he's giving it in his hitting arc to hit.
Absolutely, he's got to bring the length back. There's a quicker one, but it's in the arc. It's swept away, and it's going to be another 4 runs. An expensive over first up from Adda Gupta. That was on middle stump. It was much quicker. But again, you had to pull the length back, and I just think it's a little bit unnatural for Adda to pull the length that far back, and why bowling him in this power play just felt like a bad decision.
Yeah, I think as Adda, I think he should be bowling around like the 11th or 12th over, not in the power play, because in the power play you can only have 2 fielders outside. And it would be very hard knowing the fact that Kunal just hit a shot over extra covers. I think 1 over long on, and then 2 over square leg. So I think the problem is that you can only have 2 fielders outside, so that would be hard for him.
Yeah, back to the full stuff. Extra cover is there. Does it just keep it to 1? But what I would say, you don't even have to wait that long. You can go, this is the 7th over, right? The over right after the power play. That's going to do it, though, for 5 overs, 52 for the loss of 2.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
Alright, so welcome back to CF1 here. Again, to go back to Hudis Condable, his 3rd over, 16 for the loss. He's in his 2 overs, he's bowled 16, given up 16 runs, 2 wickets to his name. He take the only 2 wickets of Abhiram and Kirk Thompson. He's sending covers to be more traditional, and a long off for him as well. So it's interesting. He's coming around the wicket with that field, so it seems like he's gonna hug that off stump and right outside off stump line.
Yeah, you can tell from the field he's gonna try and get the batsman to play on the ground, but if the batsman will be able to lift the ball, he has protection over there.
Yeah, Kunal, he loves that lofted extra cover drive. This time through the leg side, came down the track. Oh, that's well struck. It threw long on for a quick single. This is what I'm talking about. I think the field setting here just wasn't it, because Kunal now is just manipulating. He's in, and whenever he's in, he can start manipulating the field, and that's what he's doing. You saw in the previous over from Adda. same 2 deliveries. One went to extra cover, one went through long on. This time, same right here. That ball could have gone through extra cover. Instead said, I'll play it through long on where there isn't a fielder.
Yeah, I think the good thing that he's doing is he sees that the bowler is gonna try and bowl offside from the field, so he's like the last ball he went down the track a little bit and then he hit him.
Again comes down the track. This time misses out. Hudis saw the movement early, pulled the length back, didn't allow Kunal to get onto that one. So good adjustment there from Hudis.
Yeah, that's good thinking as a bowler, knowing the fact that if you give it to him full and low, then he'll be able to hit you. But if you manage to give it bounce the ball up, then it'll be pretty hard for him to hit.
Absolutely. So now we'll see if Kunal elects to stay back in this place or if he comes down again. Comes down once again, goes to the wide Yorker, big appeal. I think Kunal's bat may have hit the ground, but there you go. Hudis, he's adjusting very well, and Kunal is trying to continue to do the same thing. Kind of yorked himself there.
Yeah, I think now the bowler knows that Kunal is gonna try and come down the track almost every ball, so he's trying to give it more fuller.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good bowling here from Hudis, and that's why you can see his figures are what they are. He's bowled fantastic. This is 3rd over, and I'm sure you've got to consider him to bowl in the depth if it comes down to it. Comes down the track and again just zips on through.
Yeah, the ball's coming very, very quick. Like if you're coming down the track, you won't even have time properly come and move your hands before the ball goes back. So I think the smarter thing to do is use the pace of the ball, because you can play in the gap between point and third man to hit it for a boundary.
Yeah, and I think Ryan just has word with his batsman. I think what he's telling him is, all right, maybe just hang one back in your crease. If he goes that same leg, you can cut that one over point. This time hangs back, but it's on his body, able to run that one down for a quick single. Throw comes in, backup is there.
Yeah, I think like yesterday, what they were doing is the backing up yesterday when the Kings were playing was not that great at all. Like the bowlers were throwing it in, and there's no backup for them.
Yeah, the other team just get leaking runs in that aspect, releasing a lot of the pressure. Ryan Wiggins, he's going to finally see some strike. Didn't see any strike, and Ali's over. Kunal took all of that. Kunal's taking the first 5 deliveries here. So Ryan, he's now going to get 1 ball from Hudis. Hudis' last ball of his 3rd over. And he's just running down for a quick single. This is great batting from these two, just taking it for what it is, not trying to take Hudis on. And at the end of the power play, 58 for the loss of 2.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
So welcome back here to the 7th over between the Kings and the Tornadoes, and now this is what I like to see. Adi Gupta bowling with the field spread out, power plays up, and I do like a move of bowling Adi Gupta here. And look at the field setting. The extra cover fielder, deep where Kunal hit a boundary, long on where Kunal hit a boundary, and deep backward square leg. This time Ryan goes straight back. Fielders are circling underneath it. It's going to fall in between them. Oh, and it hit the ground so quick for 4. The fielder was there. It was in place. Ryan did not get onto all of that one. But even though it goes for a boundary, it was in between 2 fielders, which you have to feel much better about if you're Adi Gupta.
Yeah, I think the fact that he managed to get it so close to the fielder, and yet the fielder didn't take that catch, is very lucky for Ryan.
Yeah, I think for the fielder, okay, he didn't take the catch, but the ball just didn't bounce up. He just stayed up assuming it was going to. That time shorter, it's cut through point, no fielders out there, and it's going to be another 4. So Adi's been expensive in this first over and 2 deliveries now in the second one. Back-to-back fours for Ryan Wiggins.
Yeah, I think now that the field is more spread out there's some parts where there's no protection. So I think Ryan is taking that as an advantage. Like he's using that.
He's a very crafty batsman. He understands how to pick the gas. Plays a lot of cricket everywhere, whether it's in Barbados, whether it's in the minor league, in Atlanta, coming up here in North Carolina. He's played a lot of cricket, scores a lot of runs everywhere, and you can see why. You can see why he's such a highly touted player. But let's see how Adda responds now. Right? That's the big thing. How do you respond as a bowler, especially as a young bowler? Floats it up that time. Gets some good spin. You can see a lot of spin there, and Adda spins it pretty much everywhere. It doesn't matter whether it's concrete, turf. He can get some good movement. We saw in the minor league him spinning it well on turf, and he turned it maybe just about as much here on concrete, which has got to be an exciting thing for him. Oh, that's too short. Just running around through square leg. I think he's gotten a little bit fortunate. That one wasn't really connected on by Ryan. Came on, I think, just not as quickly as Ryan was expecting it to.
Yeah, I think Adda is very, very lucky with that ball, knowing the fact that if Ryan Wiggins would have picked that early and then he would have connected, that would have gone for 6.
Yeah, it would have looked like one of the Adda Gupta 6s we saw in the first innings. This time down the leg side again. It's too easy there from Ryan Wiggins. Paddle sweep down to the fine leg, and it should run all the way to the boundary for 4. No, it's just stopped, so they are going to pick up 3. So good work by the fielder to keep that one to 3. Saves a single. But not a great delivery from Adda. He's really struggling here.
Yeah, I think Adda Gupta's struggling with his line mainly. He's like mainly blowing those leg stump lines.
So Adda Gupta's got to fix it here. He hit for back-to-back boundaries to start the over. The previous 2 deliveries, 5 runs have been given up. So what can he do to respond? He's got Kunal Sego now on strike. Maybe a little bit of an easier task, but I don't even think you could say that. Full outside the off stump, it's slashed through the covers, and that's just easy pickings for Kunal Sego. He's hit one of those already today, and this one might have been even better.
Yeah, I think Adda's not able to, he's not, like, it's pretty hard to figure out where to bowl if you're Adda, knowing the fact, like, if you're bowling wide and full, like where most batsmen won't hit, Kunal's still able to hit it, but even if you bowled on the leg stump line, and thinking he's not going to hit it, he's still able to hit it.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So here we go, left arm spinner, hit straight back to the bowler. Well done to stop that one. Jameen Patel coming into bowl.
Yeah, that was a very good stop by the bowler. Now, you know, most bowlers at this level, they wouldn't like risk putting their hand or something and getting injured, but he put an effort in, and the effort made a good result.
A good result there for the Tornadoes. Will take any dot balls. Ryan Wiggins already on 40 off of just 20 deliveries. I'm not even sure how that's possible. Watching him bat, didn't feel like he was even accelerating that quickly, but he's 41 off of 21, Ryan. So he's really put a stamper into this run chase.
Yeah, like when you're watching it, that like you can't tell if you're not watching it like 3 or 4 times that you didn't know that he hit a bunch of 4s and 6s.
Absolutely, it's just been so effortless from him, and it's just these been 1s and 2s that make it look easy.
Yeah, I think the very good thing they're doing is even though they're hitting boundaries, they're still rotating. They're not like, oh, I just need to hit boundaries, and they're just going for it. Like, if the ball is good, then they'll just respect it and take a single.
Yeah, absolutely. And for the Tornadoes, they desperately need a wicket here. They got 2 early ones, but since then it's been all kings. Jamie trying to change that, and it seems like they're giving him a lot of respect here. Left arm spinners do some damage. No matter what level you're in, a left arm spinner is always good to have on the roster, and that's why he's been brought into bowl in this situation.
Yeah, I think that this bowler here is doing a very good job of keeping it tight. Like there hasn't been any boundaries so far, and there's just some really hard singles. Like,
So we have Jamie coming into Kunal.
ooh.
Kunal just gives that respect. Again, you can see the respect given. You haven't seen a lot of these defensive strokes from either batsman, but they're giving some respect to Jamie.
Yeah, they're both big hitters, right? So you'd expect, like, even if the ball's like back a good length, they'll figure out a way to hit it. But they're respecting the bowler very much.
Yeah, absolutely giving some respect. We'll see if they start to take a slog at one. Just a little bit of a dabble at it. Another dot ball. So at the end of 8 overs, 78 for the loss of 2. Jamie, a terrific over. Just 3 runs from it.
Yeah, especially at this rate, you know they're gonna start hitting. Giving only 3 runs in an over is very good.
Absolutely is. This delivery comes through. The new bowler, Rupesh Raut, coming back in for his 3rd over.
Yeah,
Score
I think.
reached 78 for the loss of 2.
Yeah, like you know the off spinners are like very economical. Like, oh.
That one was straight up into the air, but keeper unable to get around to that one. I'm not sure even if he had turned around, he would have been able to catch that one. It would have been a terrific take. But Ryan survives.
Yeah, that went pretty high, but it also went pretty far away from the keeper, so it didn't look like he had a good chance of getting it.
Yeah, absolutely. As you were saying, the off spinners have been economical, and they've been a pick of the bowlers for the Tornadoes so far. They've been able to get some good skid onto the batsmen, rush them through shots a little bit, and they've been very tidy with their lines, which is always good to see. This one, it's just worked through, tucked around the corner there from Kunal Sehgal. Fielder's making his quick way over. And he gets 4. You can see Ryan thought the fielder was going to get there, was already back to Kunal before Kunal had turned around. But they do get 4, so Kunal picking up a boundary there. Moves him to 39 runs. Excuse me, moves him to 35 runs, 83 for the loss of 2. Now are the Kings.
Yeah, like as you were saying, they're economical. I think they start off their over pretty economical, but then I think close to the end of the over, they want to try something to get a wicket, but instead the result is getting a boundary.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get back to what you're doing well. Oh, that big sweep comes out from Kunal.
people.
Fielder's there. And he takes it, and there you go. The 3rd wicket falls. And a much-needed wicket for the Tornadoes. Kunal Sehgal has to go. He scored 35 off of 22 deliveries. Second opener walks back into the dugout, and now Ryan Wiggins got to build with someone else. Is Sivakumar going to come back out to bat? This is where he came in yesterday. He's come back in.
Yeah, I think Kunal played a pretty good innings of not making the Kings team collapse too much. Like for a few like 5 or 6 overs, they were actually like getting a good partnership up. Then I think Kunal's thinking was just like, oh, I need to try and start hitting, knowing the fact that we already have a good partnership. And I think he didn't pick the fielder out there deep mid wicket.
Absolutely. So here we go. The new batsman coming out is indeed Siva Kumar. Ryan Wiggins at the other end on 43. Siva Kumar continuing the spot that he was given yesterday. I think you would enjoy that move of him coming back out.
Yeah, I think Siva Kumar is a main bowler, but he's pretty handy with the bat in hand.
Absolutely is, and it's shots like this is the reason why. The second delivery comes down the track, steps to Rupesh and hits him over the top for 6. That ends Rupesh's third over, 89 for the loss of 3 after 9.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
So welcome back, Jamie Patel coming back. Absolutely should 3 runs just given up in his first over. Bowling into Ryan Wiggins. Tucks that one around the corner. No, unable to do so.
Yeah, I think he's a very good bowler. Like his line is very tight. Like unlike other bowlers who start off their overs very good, and then at the end they like give some loose balls. He's not giving any loose balls whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely. He's just keeping it nice and tight, and he's daring Ryan to play some of these big shots. The field is enclosed, but you still have your fielders out straight. Only places you can score are straight. Cuts it just straight to the fielder. Struggling to find these gaps here. Jamie is bowling so well.
Yeah, I think the good thing he's doing is he's giving it on his body, but not too much on the leg side, but he's giving it on his body on the off stump, so it's going to be hard to play.
And I also think Ryan's respecting the spin as well. He doesn't want to just swing through the line. This time hits it straight back to the man at long off, Adi Gupta, for just a quick single.
Yeah, I think like as I said, the good thing Ryan is doing is he's rotating strike. He's hitting some good 4s and 6s, but he's also taking some good singles.
Absolutely, the Kings now move into the 90s with that single here, and Siva Kumar gets his first liking, and I think he's gonna try to take some big shots straight away. Oh no, just runs it down. So I think he understands how Jamie was bowling. He watched him. Very intelligent cricketer. I just thought second delivery he skipped down the track to the off spinner. I thought maybe he tries it once again, but Ryan will get himself back on strike. 44 up at 27 is his score.
Yeah, I think the second ball Shiva played, that was like a very good shot. He going down the track.
And this time just finds the man at short mid wicket. The field set exactly for that shot. Just looking to work that one through the leg side to try to get a single or maybe even a double. There was a slight misfield. Ryan thought about the run. Siva definitely said no. Held his hands up, turned his back to him.
Yeah, I think this bowler he has a plan for every single shot. Like if he's gonna play a flick, there's a short mid.
No fielder inside the circle, but there is one deep. Should just be one. Siva thought about 2. Ryan says no. So another very economical over. Just 3 more runs coming from it. 6 runs from his 2 overs. 92 for the loss of 3 after 10. Need 57 in the next 10. So the Kings are in a good position here with their captain and Siva out there. Just needed 57 runs off 10 overs. Less than a run a ball now.
Yeah, I think in the beginning after the last 2 wickets, you'd think they're in a very bad spot, but now they're like almost like they're runnable. So it's gonna be not like if they manage like not play any rash shots, I think they'll just run a ball. Then they'll have a good chance of winning.
Yeah, they're gonna need for the Tornadoes. They're gonna need a couple of wickets here. They're gonna need someone to put their hand up and take some of these. Looks like Rupesh Rawat coming back into bowl, gonna finish his spell off. Again, keeping the same type of field here. Short cover does go back to more of a traditional cover. Into Ryan. Ryan went for a big swipe and missed everything through the keeper's hands, or maybe a thick outside edge. It's going to run away for 4. What is the signal from the umpire? No, just going to run away for 1 or 2 rather.
Yeah, I think the thing that Ryan is doing is he's like some balls he's trying to like hit, like some balls that are like too good of a ball to actually like try and hit. He's trying to hit, which is very risky.
This time he got all of that one straight back, and it's going to be 4, and that's going to bring up Ryan's 50 in just 31 deliveries.
That's a very well innings. Ryan played very good. He came in, he stabilized the innings with Kunal, and then after Kunal got out, he didn't panic at all. He just batted like a few overs with Shiva, and then now he's at his 50.
Yeah, absolutely. He just stated he's been a stabilizer. He did how to do in the first game as well, and this time just rocked back and slapped it back. 50 up. Batted up a little. He's got to continue on. Oh, look at that dill scoop there. Just made that decision very early. Was dragged on, and he's picking up 2, and this should run away for 4. He got really much the meat of that one, and there it is. 4 more runs for Ryan Wiggins. Into the hundreds now. The Kings starting to pour it on.
Yeah, I think now Ryan is trying to toy at the field. Like if he sees that there's no fielder outside, he's gonna try and go over the fielder's head for a boundary.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I feel like Ryan's in, he's set, and he's just manipulating the field. Kind of what Kunal was doing earlier when we saw maybe Adi Gupta bowling through extra cover, long on, square leg, wherever you wanted it. So now you see Ryan starting to get into his kind of flow, and he's starting to be a free-flowing batsman as well.
Yeah, I think before when he was batting his goals, like I need to get set, like I need to get set, I need to start to know the wicket. Now, once he's got that out of the way, now his goals are to try and get some runs and win the match for his team.
Yeah, and all the fielders are in front of the wicket, so he's going to take advantage of that. This one he just works straight to the man at long on for a single. Again, just more smart batting from Ryan Wiggins, not trying to take too much risk. Knows he just picked up 10 runs from the over. They only need 46 from the next 9.2 to win the match, so he's got plenty of time to do so. Again, run rate's going to be key though. We saw the Marvels make a big jump in run rate. The Chargers made a big jump in run rate. Or excuse me, not the Marvels, but the Sunrisers instead of the Chargers. Oh, that one's a misfield through the covers, and it could run away for 4, and it will run away for 4. Yeah, fielder unable to do much out there, and 4 more for Ryan Wiggins.
Yeah, I think those type of misfields, especially in this situation where it's less than runnable, that's like it's like something a fielder should never do. Like especially when it's less than runnable, those type of misfields is like.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt, and that was actually Siva Kumar who hit that shot. It was a lovely cut shot. The pink helmet is Siva Kumar, the yellow is Ryan Wiggins. If you want to differentiate on screen, just visually.
Yeah, like Shiva Kumar is doing very good with the bat right now. He's
Came down the track again. I'm not sure what it hit off of Siva Kumar. The keeper made a diving effort out to his left. Diving here at Century Fields isn't great. I think that one just skidded through. I was really confused. It didn't look like it caught any of Siva. Just like it got some big turn on that one. Everyone's left a little bit confused. The commentators, the bowler, the fielder. And that's going to do it. 107 for the loss of 3 after 11.
Welcome to Adda Bistro and Dining, a place to hang around with your friends and family. Here at Adda, you'll experience innovative and creative cuisines from various parts of India, cooked with traditional herbs and spices freshly blended by our chefs. Our ingredients are curated with amazing combinations that provide all our customers a special and immersive dining experience. Come to our Adda, we will be waiting for you. Adda Bistro and Dining. Let's make some memories.
your lover. You are the champion. Oh, oh, oh. Adda, 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 oh, oh. Adda, Adda, Premier League.
So we had a little bit of a game break there, maybe a slight injury. It is a rough field to dive on, and the keeper went all out. The bowler coming in, we'll get you his name in a second. He's coming into bowl now. A little bit of a weird action, left arm spinner. Oh, Ryan picks that one up beautifully, and he's pierced the gap for 4 straight away. And Ryan, he's getting things going. He wants to finish this game off as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that was a very good shot on the back foot, playing it over, what do you call it, mid wicket.
Yeah, it was a brilliant shot there to get that 4 more runs for his side, Ryan Wiggins. Just step back, and you can see he's just as the field now. Mid wicket comes a little bit straighter even. They're filling up that cow corner. He's more of cow corner now. Ryan this time through the offside. He's cut that one away for 4. Lifts it over the top of the offside. Now it's on too wide for him. The bowlers are struggling to find a good line to bowl, and Ryan's taking full advantage of it. He's just dealing in boundaries now.
Yeah, I think Ryan's absolutely like messing up the field now. Like knowing the fact like he can hit over what do you call it? Like one ball if he gives it on the middle stump, he'll be able to hit the ball over long on for 6. And if you give the ball on the offside, he'll be able to hit the ball over the offside fielders for 6.
Yeah, right now it just feels like there's nowhere good to bowl to Ryan Wiggins. You can need pull something magical out the hat. The rabbit's got to come out the hat for you to really get his wicket. He's just in such a flow, and when he's in this kind of a flow, he has the opportunity to score 100. 34 more runs from here would lead him at 98, so it's technically still possible. I'm just not sure he's going to score all of the runs off straight back. Fielder's coming around, though. It's just going to be 1. Could be 2, a little bit of a fumble. Now just going to go 1.
Yeah, I think the good thing is that they're not just like jogging the first run. They're like sprinting the first run, and then they're ready to go for the second run in case they misfield.
Yeah, they're putting the pressure on the fielders, and it's brilliant to see. And that's why these two have played a lot of cricket in a lot of places. Siva, of course, playing overseas in India and other places, and then for Ryan playing overseas in the Barbados, and then of course across the country. That one they sneak another single long through a misfield, and they're just very active. They don't say no. They say waiting. Something happens, then they'll go, and that they always are very watchful of the ball. It's Jamie Patel coming into bowl once again, and it's been his most expensive over. This time straight up in the air, should be taken. I think it's going to fall short, and he does fall short of the fielder.
Yeah, that's very lucky for Ryan. Like it looked like it was going into the fielder's hands, but it fell just short. He didn't even try to get it over. He just hit it in the air.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was a little bit of an awkward looking shot, but now into Siva Kumar, who just plays it straight back down. So we'll see who they bring into bowl now.
I feel like they'll maybe try and send in another spin bowler, knowing the fact that these spin bowlers have been a little bit more economical, and they've also given a few chances.
Yeah, but they also do still have an over of Haris Khan to come back, so he could be the option that they go with. The lefty pacer, he bowled really well early on, and I think that is who they are going back. No, they go Zain. Zain comes into bowl, and again, I was surprised they didn't try him a little bit earlier in the power play. I thought he could have bowled instead of an Adi Gupta. I thought, given his skill set, swinging the ball both ways, he has some decent pace on him, but he'd been better suited for bowling in the power play.
Yeah, I think bowlers like him should be given a spot in the power play, like knowing the fact that you don't need to keep any fielders out for him, knowing that he'll swing the ball and the batsman's main aim will be try and not to get caught behind or mistime the ball and get caught to the fielders. They'll just try and play on the ground, just look for singles and doubles.
See what he's able to do now that the field is spread out. Maybe giving pace back onto the ball for Ryan may be a mistake because now he can just utilize it, getting his eye in. But we'll see what Zane can do. Again, they need something magical to come out of the hat, and Zane could be the one to deliver it. Again, he's able to move the ball both directions, has some decent pace on him, and he can create something. The equation reads 31 from the next 8 overs. 31 in the next 8 overs. It's not a lot of runs here, but for the Kings, they would like to make sure they get their done as quickly as possible, increase their run rate, and then the Tornadoes, they would like to hold this one out to make sure they don't lose out on run rate. Seems there's another stoppage in play. Having a word with the umpires is Vicky. And it seems like everything has been resolved, maybe. So everything has been resolved. Zane is going to be given the ball to Bull here.
Yeah, like if they get one good over done, like if Zane bowls like one good over with like only 1 or 2 runs, then the pressure will be back onto the Kings.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much pressure you could put, but you need a couple of wickets for sure. If he can be the one to deliver, it'd be a great move for the Tornadoes. Down the leg side, and it's going to be a wide. First up, Ryan Wiggins. I think he's a little bit upset at himself. He wasn't able to get that one away. It was an awkward-looking shot if he was able to get that one away. But it might have been the shot of the day to get that ball away the way he was falling over like that.
Yeah. Like,
It looked like Suryakumar Yadav, a kind of a shot. A very innovative stroke.
yeah.
Want to see some Suryakumar Yadav shots. Didn't play today in the India-New Zealand match. I'm sure some of you tuning into this have tuned into that India-New Zealand match, and it wasn't a great day for the Indian supporters. New Zealand got the better of them. This one, sits straight up into the air. Fielder's coming underneath it. It's fallen short. Owen is a misfield, but Adi Gupta's there to save it from becoming 4. It's a good effort there. Again, it's an interesting area on the ground. There's a lot of sand. His ball's not going to bounce back up into the air, so it bounces straight down low. Vinay Patel unable to really hang on to it. Adi Gupta does well to make sure that one didn't become 4.
Yeah, looks like they ran 3 runs here, knowing the fact that Zane didn't like the throw wasn't that as accurate, and Zane couldn't stop it. So I think they ran 3 runs.
Yeah, they got 3 runs off that one. The equation now 27 from 7.5. And Zane almost had that wicket-breaking chance. No, big appeal. It's a Yorker delivery. It could be down leg side, I think. I think that's why they said no.
Yeah, I think the angle, like the angle that the ball, like how it swung in a little bit, it looked like it would be missing the leg stump.
Yeah, again, he just got some nip through the air. It was angled in right onto the toes. It was a great delivery there. He's looking for it. Almost got Sivikumar's wicket. Unable to do so, though, so Ryan Wiggins gets back on strike. He's got 60 runs to his name, 26 runs to go. Kings at 123 with a loss of 3. Oh, straight back. How about this shot? That is a shot in the half for 6. Took that one from maybe off in middle, brings it over to cow corner, and that's another 6.
Yeah, I think now Ryan's aim is I just need to finish the match as quick as possible.
It was a brilliant shot there. Now 20 more needed to win off the next 7.3 overs. Ryan Wiggins again wants to get this done as quickly as possible. Run rate is going to be a key here, and you see a couple teams with two wins, a win and a loss, and run rate helping them out. For the Kings to get 2 wins under the belt and have a good run rate would be huge for them coming into the next 3 games. Oh, another shot straight back. Fielder's coming around. It's going to be 1 bounce, and it's going to be 4. He tried to save the boundary, put great effort out there. Just unable to do so. Would have taken a lot. Was firmly struck. And another 4 for Ryan Wiggins. He moves to 79 now, just off 40 deliveries.
Yeah, I think Ryan. I think the reason Kings are this close is because of Kunal and Ryan. They're good in partnership, and then even after Kunal got out, Ryan is still playing. He's still striking the ball very, very well.
Yeah, and Ryan's liked the pace that Zane has had. Zane tried to slow it down maybe. This time Carr through the offside. Fielder comes around just to keep that 1-1. So 1 ball to go here in the over, 15 runs required. Oh, a little bit of a misfield, not going to result in any extras. All on the cards right now. Civic Kumar, we got the final delivery of the over.
Yeah, I think if I was Shiva Kumar, I think like if the equation is like if it would be much closer, I'd take a single, but something like this, I'd try and give Ryan Wiggins a strike.
Yeah, no need to do anything extra. Oh, that's beautifully slapped through the offside. It's going to be 4 more runs. So Civic Kumar gets his say. He's a free-flowing bat, and he shows why. 11 now needed from the next 7 overs for the Kings.
In these days and times, the housing market is growing exponentially, and finding yourself a forever home is getting tougher and tougher. And even if you find it, the next day you go back, it's already been sold. There are so many things to worry about. Finding your dream home shouldn't be one of them. That's where we come in. DRP Realty is one agency you can trust. We want to help you find a place to make wonderful memories for the rest of your life. DRP Realty, affiliated with Guru Realty.
All right, so Jamie Patel coming back into bowl. Just 11 more runs required. Ryan, he's on 80. One of the first dump balls we've seen in a while here. Maybe some refreshing signs for the Tornadoes.
Yeah, I think after all this that's been happening to the Tornadoes, like all these boundaries going, I think one dot ball would be cheering them up a little.
Absolutely. Well, dot ball follows up a second dot ball. Jamie Patel getting back to that tight line that he was bowling earlier, holding 11 runs.
Yeah, I think this is the proper time to bring in this bowler because he's very economical, and especially this time where the target will be much closer. I think he's the type of bowler to bowl in this situation.
Absolutely. This is final overall. That's a shot straight back, and that's 6. Just a couple of feet to the right of the camera. Beautiful straight back 6 there from Ryan Wiggins. Moves him to 86. Moves the required runs to 5. It has been an absolute display here from the Kings and from their captain, Ryan Wiggins. Adi Gupta had one of the better innings we've seen in Adda, especially at CF1, scoring his 71. But Ryan Wiggins, 86 off of 44, is a chance to get into the 90s, just off 45 deliveries, and end the match right here.
Yeah, I think Ryan is leading this game match by the front. Like after what happened in the second over, 2 wickets falling, both of Kirk and Abhiram bullish. Abhiram knowing the fact that they can hit the ball and they can like single-handedly win the match, Ryan still came in and he's winning the match for the Kings.
This one carved over the offside just for 1. Just for 1, so it is going to be Civic Kumar with 4 runs needed. He's going to be on strike, 2 deliveries left in this over, so it could definitely happen on this delivery by the end of this over. I think the Kings would love it if it could happen by the end of this over to win this match with 6 overs to go with 36 runs. 36 balls still left in the game would be a huge boost to that run rate. Down the track, through long on for a single, so 3 runs required here. 6.1 overs. Can Ryan finish it off? Can he finish it off in style on this delivery right here? What's your prediction here? Is he going to finish it off on this delivery, or are we going to have to wait another over?
Well, I feel like he might. I feel like he's gonna hit about 4 or 6. That in my prediction, I feel like he's gonna hit.
How about that prediction from the youngster? Well, let's see if it comes to fruition. Oh, he's just tucked it around for a single, so he's still got to wait another over here. Just 2 runs now required for the Kings to walk away with this win against the Tornadoes in this finals rematch.
Cesta Incorporated, partners in your effort to excel. With a combined experience of over 50 years, Cesta serves predominantly as your primary IT resource, as well as a full-service CRO managing all phases of drug development. Cesta has been successful in constantly absorbing talent in all fields of technology for their local and global clients, as well as its in-house analytical services. We offer a full range of employment solutions, including long-term contracts, short-term contracts, temporary to permanent, direct placement, and enhanced staffing services across borders. Reach us now at hr@cestatech.com or call us by phone at 919-342-6341. Cesta Incorporated, because we are your link to the future.
All right, so welcome back here. 2 runs separate the Kings from the finish line. We'll see if Ryan decides to finish it off in style. Everyone inside except for the man at long off and backwards square leg. Everyone else inside, so he's got the license to go over many directions. Gangama Prabhu coming into bowl, his first over. Will it end on his first delivery? We'll have to wait and see. Well, that one's going to tickle away, so they're going to be wide +1, and that is it. The Kings, they walk away with this win. They win with 35 deliveries, or excuse me, no, 36 because that was a wide. 36 deliveries to go. The Kings get the win, led by Ryan Wiggins, 88 off of just 46 deliveries. Siva Kumar, 17 off of 10. A brilliant showing from their captain. A brilliant show with the ball and the bat. It was a great day all around. You look at the batting scorecard for the Kings. Kirk Thompson and Abhiram Bolasetti out very quickly, back-to-back deliveries. Kirk was 1 off 4, Abhiram 0 off of 1, undone by Hadis Khan. Kunal Sehgal was 35 off of 23. He was bowled by Rupesh, and then Ryan Wiggins and Siva Kumar, as we said, 88 and 17 not out respectively. And then for the bowling side for the Tornadoes, just nothing worked for them. Rupesh Raut started it off 4 overs, 43 runs to get the wicket of Kunal Sehgal. Hadis Khan really was the pick of the bowlers today. 3 overs, 22 runs, 2 wickets to his name. Aditya Gupta, only 2 overs for him, 36 runs, was very expensive. Jameen Patel, the 4 overs, 26 runs. Zayn Nasib, an over 19 runs. And then Gangama, no balls bowled, but giving up 2 runs off the 2 wides to finish the match off. So that is it. The Kings, they win by 36 deliveries. They're able to chase down 148, and it made it look very, very easy. It's going to be a big boost to their run rate. They go 2-0 on opening weekend. The Tornadoes, they've got to go back to the drawing board. I want to say thank you all for tuning in as you look at this points table here. The Kings, they jump up to the very front with their 2 wins. The only team with 2 wins, the Sunrisers in second place with 1-1, and the net run rate, of course, being what it is. And the Marvels right now stick to third. Tornadoes, only 1 game for them. They lost both. They lost that 1 game. Some Army lost both games, and the Chargers sitting at 4th at 1-1 as well. We want to thank you in for tuning to Adda, for Namish, Aman, and the production team with Babarbai. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next week right here. I thought you were going to write down.